Hello, everyone. Welcome to the cottage and welcome to mini readings. Hello, and happy Sunday evening or whatever time of day it is that you're watching this. Hello. We are doing mini readings, and you can book those by following the link that is pinned at the top of this chat if you would like to get on the list. Several of you, as you can see, have already booked, and the list is here pinned. We have the list, and if you would like to get on it while we still have opportunity, well, we would love to have you here. And in fact, I need to add, I see Rebecca, you are after Vanessa. Rebecca R. I've got you on my list here, and I'll put you on the list on the screen momentarily the next time I do the update on there. But okay, here we go. How's everybody doing today? Hello, Laura Ann. Good to see you guys. All right. Blair French is up next. We'll give everybody just a minute to get here. And while we give people a minute to get here, I am going to do the infamous sound bowl. Here we go. Okay, there we go. Hey, Ariam, how are you doing? All right, let's get started. Blair, you are up first. Here we go. Hey, Sage, what's up? All right, so Blair asked two different questions. Let's see here. Here we go. Hang on just 1 second. And I got you, Rebecca. Let's see here. All right, Blair's first question has to, and I know Blair is a Libra. I do remember that. The energies around enjoy, that is a business project that is up and coming. All right, let's see what we can find out for Blair as far as the upcoming energies associated with enjoy. Anything I can find out, any advice, anything of that nature, she says. All right. Any forward movement? Let's see what's going on with an enjoy for Blair going forward. What can we tell Blair going forward about enjoy? What can we tell Blair about, and what does Blair need to know about enjoy? What does Blair need to know about enjoy? What does Blair need to know about enjoy? Let's take a look. Here we go. What does Blair need to know about the business project enjoy? Let's see what we can see, Blair. What's going on? Let's get an energetic update for you. Anything? Let's see, 3 of Wands here in the upright, 8 of Swords in the reverse, and the 4 of Cups. Okay, so what I do feel like it might be a little bit slow right now, but it's not dead. There's still hope. The 3 of Wands is here. 8 of Swords in reverse, kind of telling you to not worry, not get up in your head about this. You're going to be fine. Almost telling you to kind of have faith that this is going to be okay, that you're going to be fine, and not to be so worried about it, so focused about it. You're going to be fine. I'm kind of getting a real peaceful vibe with this thing, okay? With the 3 of Wands, 8 of Swords in reverse, and the 4 of Cups. It feels like that patience is in order with that 3 of Wands here. You may feel like things are at a bit of a lull with that 4 of Cups. Let's see if we can. You're exact. Oh wow, this is incredible. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. Damn. And you know this is the card of home stuff. Interestingly, right? Happy home, happy family. It's the 1111 card though. This is telling me to tell you you're exactly where you're supposed to be, and that things are going to move along just fine. All right. I do feel. Stay optimistic. 9 of Swords in reverse. There is. It may be, again, things may be a little bit slow right now, but the 9 of Swords in reverse is light at the end of the tunnel. Okay. Renewed sense of optimism. Okay. Hey, Blair, how you doing? So you might want to rewind. We've got some pretty good cards for you on enjoy. I just was reading about enjoy, but I think things are a little bit slow, but I do feel like you're exactly where you're supposed to be. I feel like patience. I feel like continue to work on manifestation, co-creating with the divine, staying optimistic. You got this. Visualize it, see it. Visualize it and see it. The 1111 card, exactly where you're supposed to be. I think things may be a little bit slow and you may feel like there is a lack of interest. There's not a lack of interest. And I feel as though things will pick up. I almost wonder if this is a lull around the holiday season. It just hit me, time of year too. That's another thing. Let's see here. Yeah, the rite of passage. It's the end of a tough cycle. And what's interesting is this is usually a celebratory aspect on this world card. So definitely some hoops that you'll be jumping through. All right. Knight of Pentacles. It's going to pay. It's just slow as fuck, but it looks really like it's going to be stable when it ever comes through. This is a money card. Okay. It's just a little slow. Right. But I feel like you're on a good path with this thing with Enjoy. Really, really do. Hey, Dutchie. Oh, Blair, you weren't late, sweetie. I started early. It's just now 7:00. I just went live early, so my bad. Hang on just one second. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Now, and again, Rebecca, I have got you all divinely timed. I love that. That your cards were like literally like everything is as it should be. You'll see what I meant by that. But okay, so next we want to look at the sale of this property. Your second question. Let me get over here. The sale, or no, I'm sorry, buying back Manzanita. All right, let's take a look. What are the energies around buying back Manzanita? The energies around buying back Manzanita. What can we tell Blair about this? What can we tell Blair about buying back this property? What can we tell Blair about buying back Manzanita? Buying back Manzanita. Buying back Manzanita. What can we find out about that? Buying back Manzanita, please. Buying back Manzanita. What does Blair need to know about that energetically? What do we see here? Let's see what we have. Let's see what we have. Five of Pentacles. Ooh. Page of Pentacles. 9 of Wands. Okay, so there's a lot of work around this thing. It looks costly. I think you'll have the finances to do this, but I think it's going to be a lot of work and a lot of money. Why do I get that? A lot of work and a lot of money. It may take a lot of output. 5 of Pentacles here. Why do I get, Five of Pentacles is sometimes being in a situation where you're between places or, Five of Pentacles is a tough financial card, Blair. I'm not even going to pull punches with you. 9 of Wands, a lot of work, seemingly never ending. Page of Pentacles, you're going to have what you need. Queen of Swords. Okay, this is telling me that if there are some inherent expenses or something associated with this property, it's you need to really hold your ground with something. Hold your ground, stand your ground. Okay, about what you will and won't accept. I feel like this. I do feel like, believe it or not, I think this is actually a good opportunity. It's just a lot of work. It's going to be costly. There may be things you're unaware of. You may need to set some boundaries and really hold firm as far as the business side of things and what you will and will not, accept in this deal. Okay. I see it being, I see you taking a plunge and going for it. And I see it in many ways being wishes coming true with the 9 of Cups here. So there's a lot of heart space associated with this, I feel like. Okay. And intuitively, I think, as long as you stand your ground and with from a negotiating standpoint, if that makes sense, stand up for yourself, take care of yourself, right? With that Queen of Swords, right? No bullshit, right? I think you'll be fine. Interestingly, Queen of Swords is Libra energy in the Monarch Arcana, but it's also a card sometimes of somebody who absolutely draws a line in the sand and says, "No, this is the way this is going to be." I get with that. This has to do with money. Okay, that's what I feel like, and the deal and the dealings. And I also really want to tell you, you're coming up on Mercury retrograde. Okay. We're in the pre-shadow. Post-shadow is over sometime. I want to say in January. I'd have to go back and look. Okay, you can probably look it up on Google. But if you and I never tell people don't do a deal during Mercury retrograde because I'm not one of those people that puts my life on the hold because of the planets. But what I do feel like is when Mercury retrograde is happening, take your time to really, really understand the deal, inspections, rereading, and maybe even having a professional, or professional read the fine print on your behalf, that kind of thing. It's a big deal, property purchasing and that sort of thing, right? And so I would just say those are the things that I'm picking up as far as being careful, knowing what's ahead of you. Nine of Wands, that work card, knowing, understanding what you are embarking upon, if that makes sense. Okay. And I think it would make you happy, but I also think there are some things that you need to do to cover yourself and to be prepared, if that makes sense. Oh, you have to put that's the work. That's the work then. Okay. I kind of remember a little bit about that now that you're talking about that. But I do feel like it would make you happy. I do. But I feel like you're going to have to be firm. Queen of Swords is not a bitch unless she's in the reverse, but I think you'll have to be firm, right, with certain things. It's all making sense. Okay, perfect. So, and I think, the Page of Pentacles in the upright, that's a messenger. Pages are messengers. That's good news of a financial nature. Um, yeah, gosh, I almost wonder if you're going to have something come in that you're not expecting, maybe something shaking loose around that time with regard to maybe enjoy or something of that nature, some unexpected money, or maybe you are expecting it. Maybe that'll shake loose around that time. But I almost feel like there's going to be some money coming from some direction right around the time that you need it. Whether you know that or not, it's not telling me whether you know it or not, but it's telling me that. Okay. So yay. Yay, yay, yay. Hey, Jason, how you doing? Oh, well, thank you, Blair. Always fun to read for you. Always fun to read for you. Now that was Blair. Next, and I am probably not going to be able to pronounce this. Let me go ahead and do an update on the list real quick. Before, okay, I need to add Rebecca. My backspace key is sticky today. Let's see here. Rebecca R. And I think, let's see here. Okay, and that catches us up. All right, so let me copy and paste this so that we can update the list here. Oh, thank you, Epha. Okay, hey, Spiral Crystal, how are you? Thank you for helping me out. I appreciate that. All right, so here is our current list. Epha is up next. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. All right, here we go. Hey, Lulu, how are you? Good to see you, babes. How are you feeling? Oh, okay. So, Epha, let's go and read about your situation. Let's take a look. Epha says, let's go down here. Epha says, Sagittarius. Okay. Happy Sagittarius season and happy birthday, by the way. The man I've been hanging out with, how does he feel about me really? I can't tell if he feels the same way. Let's see if we can tap into his energy a little bit for you. Yes, there is, K10. There is, you got here just at a good time. I mean, we are just starting out, so we got plenty of spaces left. So go ahead and get on the list. There's the list right there, just so you know. And I'm on Epha right now, and I've got Kai, Natalie, Joanne, Laura, Vanessa, and then Rebecca. And if you book now, you'd be after Rebecca. So yes. All right. So let's take a look at this this man that Epha, the Sagittarius, has been hanging out with. Let's tap into this man's energies and how he is feeling about this connection and about Epha. What are his thoughts and intentions about Epha, please? What are his thoughts and intentions towards Epha, the Sagittarius? What are his thoughts and intentions towards Epha, the Sagittarius? This guy that she's been hanging out with. This guy that Epha has been hanging out with. This guy that Epha has been hanging out with. What can we find out? By the way, I've got a little Irish in me too, Epha. So here we go. Here we go. How does he feel? King of Pentacles. He's looking for something to be stable with. Strength card. I think he wants to go a little slow. He may hold back just a little bit on expressing himself. Stability is super important to this person. All right. Stability is, I see him holding back here. He may be a little bit guarded with that 7 of Wands, holding back with the Strength card. Stability is a big issue with this person. I'm going to get a little bit more into this and see if he might open up just a little bit. Let's see. Because yeah, he will. It's going to be slow. He wants to connect. He wants something long term. He wants something stable. I'm getting heavy stability issues as far as what's important to him, what he wants, and how he's coming towards you. So I like this. This is slated to last, slated to be stable. Looks like he'll be slow to open up, but he will eventually. Okay. I've got Leo energy, by the way, or a fire and earth. I don't know if that matters to you, but he's embodying a bit of a slow and steady wins the war. Wins the war. Wins the race, right? Slow and steady wins the race. But I think he's got good intentions. I think he may be a little bit guarded, a little bit slow to open up. He's a Virgo. Oh, wow. He's a Virgo. Wow. Very interesting. I think he's going to be a little bit slow. Virgos can be, okay, look, every sign in the zodiac can be great or horrible. However, I've known some really cool people with Virgo placements. Okay. A lot of good friends with Virgo in their, as their sun sign. And in fact, my daughter's boyfriend is a Virgo sun. He's an amazing individual. They can be so stable and loyal. They really can. Their love language is kind of cute. It's kind of different. They do things for you. They're also they do for you. A Virgo, the way a Virgo shows you how they love you. They'll clean your house, they'll clean your car, they'll do errands for you, and they are very protective. Okay. Not unhealthy. They can be unhealthy, but in a healthy way, when everything is good. So I kind of like Virgos. I do. They're pretty solid people more often than not. Okay. And that's what I'm getting here. Slow and steady wins the race. There's a stability, there's a loyalty, there's an element of I'll do what I say I'm going to do. I'll keep my word with this energy here. Okay. Epha. It's pretty good energy. It's going to be slow though. Just expect it to be slow. All right. But I think he's in. He's invested. He wants to invest in this for sure. So there you go. All right. Next up is Kai. Oh, wow. Okay, Julianne. Well, thank you for that. There you go. Out of the mouth of, right there, directly out of the mouth of a Virgo. And what you said is pretty spot on, she says. Thank you for chiming in, Julianne. Appreciate that. It's always good to hear directly from that sign, right? But yeah. But yes, I have Irish blood in me. In fact, that's why when I'm out in the sun, I burn so badly, right? And my natural hair color was very close to this color. I've got, several redheads in my family, tree, if you will. So yeah. All right, let's go to Kai. Hey, Kai, good to see you, love. Thank you for booking a mini reading. Thank you guys so far too. Blair and Epha, thank you so much, both of you, for booking. What's coming towards Kai the Libra in love? Let's take a look. Burn like a peach. I heard that. Kind of sucks, right? I just buy a lot of sunblock because I like being out in it. I don't care. Let's see what's coming towards Kai the Libra in romance. What does Kai the Libra need to know rather, about romance? What does Kai the Libra need to know about romance? What does Kai the Libra need to know about romance going forward? What does Kai need to know about romance coming in the future? What's coming towards Kai the Libra? What can we see here? Anything out there? And if so, what? King of Wands. 8 of Wands. You might have a fire sign. Somebody with, oh my God. 8 of Wands, 3 of Cups. Hell yeah. This looks good, Kai. You may meet this person out and about with friends. I feel like this person's going to be a lot of fun. I like this. If you don't like this reading, I'll take it, Kai. This is my favorite king. That's just me. This is my flavor. All the kings are good. This one's a hottie, dynamic, charming. Usually good in the you know where, right? Person of action, 8 of Wands. Now, this person may be at a distance, may travel. Okay. This is a very passionate energy here, if you know what I mean. Okay. 3 of Cups. They're fun. They're a lot of fun. You may meet this person out at an event. Okay. All right. Can I get a little bit more on this 3 of Cups? Can I get a little bit more on that? I'm going to get a little bit more on that. There's a possibility this could be somebody that wants a reunion with you if this is past. That's why I want to get a little bit of clarity here. Let's see what we can find out. No, I don't think it's somebody from your... No. But you know what else I see? Options. This is not the only person. What I do feel like is this, Kai. This is the person I think you'll end up dating next. But I think in the meantime, you're going to have a lot of options. You're going to have to pick. You're going to have decisions. You're going to be the one doing the choosing rather than vice versa. All right, I do feel that way. That's another thing that came out for you, Kai. So the plot thickened, right? The plot thickened for Kai the Libra. That's what I got for you, Kai. You'll be taking a leap of faith. You will. I think you've got a relationship on the horizon. I definitely do. Let's see what signs came out. You had fire, water. You had a lot of fire. Virgo was here. A lot of fire and water. With that Fool card, Aries, Aquarius, possibly. Okay. All right. Let's go to, that was Kai. Next up is Natalie K. All right. Oh, somebody else just booked. After Rebecca is Kristen. Kristena. Okay. So Kristen will have you on the list. Oh, is that you, K10? Okay, I gotcha. All right. Let's see here. I'm going to put K10 in parentheses so I'll remember, so I can put it together because my Gemini brain, right? All right, let's go to Natalie K. Natalie K. What do we got here? Natalie K. Natalie K. All right, here we go. I'm going to get a sip of water. That's you? Okay, I got you. All right, good deal. Hey, Michaela, what you doing? Speaking of Gemini brain, did I summon you, Michaela? I was talking about Gemini brain just a few seconds ago. Anyway, here we go. It's a thing, right, Michaela? All right, here we go. So Natalie says she is an Aries sun, Aquarius moon, and a Cancer rising. Okay. Single now for 3 years. Recently connected with a person. Mixed signals. Will I hear from him again or is there anyone new? Let's see what we can find out. What do we got here with this person that has been a recent connection for Natalie? Let's get the energies around this person for you, Natalie, and see what we can find out about this person that you've asked about. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we've got, Miss Natalie, about this person. Give me the energies around this person that's been kind of giving mixed signals to Natalie. Let's see what's up with that one. Let's see what is up with that. What's up with this person that Natalie has asked about? What is up with this person? Give me the thoughts and feelings and intentions of this person that she's connected with recently, please. Thoughts, feelings, and intentions of this person. Let's take a look. See what we got. King of Pentacles here. Justice. Queen of Pentacles. I've got good cards here from this person. I've got slow. Justice card. Why are you here? I mean, it's in the upright. It's just a weird card. I mean, it's not a bad card. It's a good card. It can speak to just good karma. But I mean, or somebody wanting to be fair with you. King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, though. Right between them is the Justice card. Oh. Okay. Natalie, I think there is something pending here with someone. I don't think it's somebody that he's in love with. I'm getting that with the Queen of Cups in reverse. I do believe you'll hear from this person, and I think this person is going to tell you more. But I think there is maybe something, there's an unresolved issue here, even with the world card that I saw on the bottom of the deck that was trying to get my attention earlier. There's an issue that's unresolved. I don't know what it is. Okay, there's some unfinished business, an issue that's not resolved. He wants to be fair with you. He actually feels like you're a good match for him. All right. But I think he's been a little bit slow to open up about something here. There's something here. It may be he may be going through a divorce, custody battle, something of that nature with a person. Okay. Let's see what else I can tell you. Yeah, he will open up to you. He wants to take a leap of faith. He will open up to you. He has not talked to you about it. I think maybe because it is a little bit new with you. Okay. But he will, and I do think he wants to take a leap of faith with you, believe it or not. I think it's going to be slow. Pentacles are slow, remember? Pentacles are, and you may not know that. So you may need to apologize. Oh, okay. Now the Justice card can also be an apology too. Okay. All right. Well, and then you've got the Ace of Swords here in reverse. That can speak to misunderstandings. But there is an apology here, possibly. The Justice card can be an apology. I don't know if you know that, Natalie. I didn't read it that way, but it's almost like a clearing of the air apology kind of thing. Page of Wands, though, Queen of Wands, he's very attractive. He finds you very attractive. I think he sees potential with you. I just think it's a little bit slow, but I still feel like there could be something unresolved with somebody that he's not talked to you about. Hermit card. King of Swords, he will, but he feels like the timing of that conversation is important too. All right, there's something here that I think he needs to talk about with you. He will. He will. I don't think he's a liar. I don't think he's a player. I'm not getting that. I just think he's slow to open up about certain things. Okay. Because I thought that because it started good but went weird. There you go. There you go. And he may have felt a little bit awkward about how do I tell her this, kind of thing. All right. I don't think it's terrible, but he may just have some unresolved issues regarding maybe a breakup, a divorce, or a custody battle or some. That's kind of what I'm getting here with the cards that I see. And I think he's a little bit slow to open up about it. Oh, thank you, Blair, for the feedback. I love that. I'll have another brownie. I love that. I think you should. Okay, and let's see. We've got a couple of after Kristen, after K10 is Julianne M, and then Nazneen. Nazneen. Okay. And I'll update the list in a minute. But I hope that helps, Natalie. I think you'll get more information as this person opens up, but I think he really is into you. Maybe more than he's letting on. That may be another thing too. All right. Let's update the list real quick, everybody. Okay. All right. So next up is Joanne, which we will read for next after I update the list here. After Rebecca, we have K10. Then we have Julianne. And then we have Nazanin. Let's put this up. You're welcome, Natalie. Thank you. Thank you so much. Here we go. Oh, okay. Well, let's see what we can find out for you, Joanne. Let's see, because you're up next. I like your name, by the way, Silk Starlight. That is too cute. That's a cute name. Hang on just a second. Y'all give me 1 minute. I just need to, I got to put a reminder to myself to do something for my daughter. She asked me to do, and it's an easy thing. I don't mind doing it, but I just need to remember. My little calendar that I keep, right? Crazy. There we go. Okay. I'm set. Just have to do that. Anyway. All All right, let's go and see what we can find out from you, Silk Starlight. Let's go to your question here. Here we go. She says, Taurus. My daughter's a Taurus. You are 2 days before her. I am a Taurus. Do you see any romance heading my way? I am single. Thank you for your guidance. Let's see what we can find out for you, Miss Starlight. Let's see what we can find out. What romantically can we find out for Joanne about what may be coming towards Joanne romantically? What may be coming towards Joanne romantically? Is there anything out there coming towards Joanne romantically? Let's take a look. Let's see what we can find out that you need to know, sweetie. Let's see here, Joanne. Is there anything around Joanne romantically coming towards Joanne? Is there anything around Joanne romantically coming towards her? What are the energies like for romance? So I have the 9 of Wands. I have the Ace of Cups. I have the 7 of Wands. Okay, what I feel like is this, Joanne, the short answer is yes. The rest of the answer is, I think I can help you get there faster. You're like, wait, what? Okay. What I think is this. I think, believe it or not, I do feel like there is a new person out there. No doubt. This is a new romantic opportunity. All right. What's around you, though, this 9 of Wands and this 7 of Wands, I think that you may energetically, believe it or not, be doing something to push it away. And I think I know what it is, possibly. Okay. Sometimes energetically we can do things, and this doesn't always make sense, but we can do things that will energetically actually repel energy that's trying to come in. And sometimes that involves being overly focused on romance, or kind of really focusing on it. Oh, gosh, I'm lonely. I would wish I had somebody in my life, that kind of thing. And focused on it and thinking about that and really focused on that. And I feel like that's pushing it away. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you what I think would help is to energetically withdraw your energy from worrying and thinking about it. Okay. And if you're on dating sites, and instead put your energy into living your best life, your hobbies, making your dreams come true. If you can, travel, road trips. Okay. Time with friends, getting out and about, getting in a club, getting in a painting class or a yoga, or, whatever kind of hobby or interest that you have. Live good for you on that. Okay. Live your best life, right? Go out and absolutely live your dreams. Okay. And invest in yourself in every way. And what you will do is you will draw things when you draw into yourself and you are investing in you, and you are actually pulling energy in. Okay. And I think you will have someone that you meet if you start just focusing on you, living your life, living your best life, becoming so incredibly happy single that you almost forget about romance. That you have to remind yourself, you have to, okay, like you have to remind yourself to think about it. Okay. That is, I feel like, a magical place to be. Okay. I'm moving into a new place. That will take up some time as an new. Oh, awesome. Awesome. I love that, Silk Starlight. I love that. If there's a course you've always wanted to take, like to learn to do whatever, or to learn some kind of a skill or craft or whatever, that's the kind of thing that I'm talking about. And quite honestly, I feel like there's a good chance that in doing that, you're going to kind of haphazardly run across romantic options, and definitely someone that you will connect with ultimately. And just doing and vibing and doing your everyday thing. I don't know if this will help you, but like start going to a gym. Another thing, Do some volunteer work. That's another thing that you can do sometimes. I used to do this more when I had time, but I did a lot of volunteer work around horses and, dog rescues, cat rescues, things of that nature. You'll meet the nicest people that's where you'll meet some kind-hearted people a lot of times when you do stuff like that as well. Okay. If that interests you, whatever it is that interests you, some people enjoy doing things, to help people who are, soup kitchen kind of stuff. I mean, whatever it is, where your passion is, okay, become involved in those things. I think that's going to be you living your best life. And honestly, that's where you're going to meet people that have similar interest as you as well, right? So that's kind of a cool way to look at it. It's kind of putting yourself at the intersection of, two things that could collide, and you going, well, maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't, but I'm here living my best life. I'm going to have a good time because I truly enjoy doing whatever this thing is that I've gotten involved in, right? Martial arts, whatever it is, right? If that makes sense. So I hope that helps you, Silk Starlight. I hope that helps you, love. Thank you so much, because I feel like that you actually focusing on yourself is going to draw it to you. I think you're poised for something. I think you're closer than you think. I think you're going to see. I think that one change is going to make a big difference in what you see. That's what my cards were telling me. Okay. For you. I like that for you. Pretty fun reading, Joanne. Pretty fun reading. All right. Let's go to Ms. Laura. Let's go to Laura. Let's go to Laura. Laura H says, well, you're welcome, Silk Starlight. Laura is, of course, a Gemini. I need some guidance. Should I tell the Libra how I feel or wait? All right, let's see what we can find out. Oh, that's you. Okay, Laura Ann, I got you. Let me get a sip of water. What I'm going to do, Laura Ann, the way I'm going to phrase this question when I pull cards for you, I'm going to say, what are the energies going to be like if she tells the Libra how she feels? And then we'll talk about that. Okay. I didn't realize that was that, Laura. Okay. I got you there. What are the energies if Laura, the Gemini, tells the Libra how she feels? What would the energies be like? What would the energies be like if Laura tells the Libra how she feels? If Laura tells the Libra how she feels, what would the energies be like if Laura tells the Libra how she feels? If Laura tells the Libra how she feels, what would the resulting energies likely be from this Libra? What would the energies likely be? The World card, the Moon in reverse, that's definitely a confession. King of Swords. Well, he would try to figure things out from a logic standpoint. It's almost like he's taking this approach of, and stepping back from his own emotions and go, well, how do I feel? Let me think about how I feel. Hang on, let's see here. I'm going to go more into that King of Swords in the upright, Nine of Cups, Hierophant, Ten of Wands in reverse. Okay, you know what's interesting is this. I feel like this Libra kind of wonders how you feel. I think they've got questions. That's why the moon is here in reverse. This is going to clear up a lot of confusion on the Libra's part. Believe it or not, this Libra is wondering how you feel. And what's interesting is this plus this really tells the tale, and the moon in reverse. All three of these are kind of coming together to tell me something. And what this is telling me is this is going to answer some big questions in his mind about how you feel. He's actually been drained a little bit trying to figure out where he stood with you. And there's like a rite of passage here of taking it to the next level. I think you'll take it to the next level as far as commitment goes. The Nine of Cups is a wish card, wish fulfilled. Hierophant is a pretty damn serious card. Okay. So it's taking it to the next level. I think this Libra has been trying. That's why it's here in the upright, because the King of Swords in reverse would be confused. This is like, finally, I understand now. Now I have knowledge, right? I kind of feel like the Libra has been wondering how you feel, whether you believe that or not. Yeah, I feel like this Libra's got questions in his own mind. I think okay, because see, if we pulled this in the reverse, this is something being exposed. In the upright, the Libra's been in this energy like, how the hell does she feel? How does she feel? I'm drained. In order for these cards to be as they were, they came up in the reverse. More often than not, they would have had to originally in this storyline been in the upright where somebody's like drained. How the hell does she feel? I'm confused. I'm drained. I don't know what to think. What the heck? What the heck? Right. And then boom, finally, relief, rite of passage, right? Both in our heads, right? I know. Air sign problems, right? I feel like you guys will take it to the next level. I'll be honest with you. I feel like he'll be like, finally, right? Yeah, I think you both have been like giving each other air sign side eyes, like, well, are you into me? I don't know. Are you into me? I don't know. Are you into me? Right. Somebody's got to break the ice. It might as well be the master communicator, the Gemini, right? I'll say this too, Laura Ann. I had a fleeting thought before I pull cards for you. You can't scare the wrong person off. I mean, I say that. Now, anything can go to an extreme. Obviously, if you met a person and 15 minutes after you laid eyes on them, you said, I'm in love with you and I'm going to marry you. Okay, that would scare somebody off. But I mean, within a reasonable period of time, if that makes sense. Okay. I don't think you can scare this person off. That's what I'm going to say. Okay. All right. Somebody else just booked. We got two. After Nazneen is Edgar. I got you, Edgar. And then after Edgar is Epha again. Hey, Epha, good. Thank you for booking again. All right, so that was Laura. Next up is Vanessa. Let's go ahead and update the list. Okay, can we do that? Since I've read for quite a few of you guys. Let's see here. That was Laura. So Vanessa, you'll be up next. Let's go ahead and do an update on the screen for you guys and for me, right? Okay, so after Nazneen is Edgar, and then Epha. Okay, there we go. All right, here we go. And we'll put this in the comments. Hey, Vanessa, how you doing? Good to see you. Here we go. And then, you're welcome, Laura. Keep us posted. We're invested. We're all invested, right? We're all invested in this thing for sure, right? All right, let's see here. Can I get a bite of chocolate? And while I read your question, Vanessa, let's go over here. Let's see what we've got. All right, hang on just a second, Miss Vanessa. Let's see what we've got. Vanessa says, hi, Auntie. I want to know anything about anything in romance. Aqua Sun, Scorpio Moon, Capricorn Rising. Here we go. All right. While we do this, I'm going to get a bite of chocolate. Oh, we love you, Michaela. Michaela, I'm going to tell you, I've not really said this to you, Michaela, but I've said it about you. You're a good mod. I appreciate you and what you give to the channel. And I love your freaking humor too. That just is kind of icing on the cake. But thank you for being a good mod for us here. I appreciate what you do. All right. Let's see what we've got for you, Vanessa. Here we go. I'm chewing up my chocolate, but we're going to see what we can find out about romance for you. Right, Jason? Oh. And she's an Aquarius. I love that. Scorpio Moon. Deep, deep emotions. All right, now I got to get a sip of water. Me and my Kit Kats, right? It's true, Michaela. It's true. All right, here we go. What can I tell Vanessa? Anything about romance? Anything about romance that I can tell Vanessa, the Aquarius, please? What can I tell Vanessa about romance? What can I tell Vanessa about romance? What does she need to know? What does Vanessa need to know about romance, please? Vanessa, the Aquarius with the Scorpio moon and the Cap rising. Let's see here. That's cool, K10. Two of Cups is here. The Lover's in reverse. Five of Cups. There is a connection that is here in your energy. With the Two of Cups, where there's mutual love, but an inability to work things out with the Lover's card in the reverse. And the Five of Cups is here in the upright. That's a card of tears, disappointment. There could have been a breakup, argument between you two, but possibly with that Lover's card in the reverse, there could have been some indecision on a person's part. Possible third party energy where somebody went in another direction. Okay. But there's somebody literally in your energy. Like I don't feel like I'm reading future. I feel like somebody is currently in your energy. I'm not saying they're with you. They may be, but there's somebody in your energy at the moment that's disappointed about the way things went. And I'm going to get more on that. Lovers in reverse. Vanessa. King of Pentacles, Sun card. God. I think you're going to hear from this person. Left a long-term relationship about 2 or 3 months. I think you're going to hear from this. But you may get an apology from this person with the Page of Cups. That can sometimes be an apology. Let me tell you what came out when I clarified that. The King of Pentacles, this person's heavily invested. King of Pentacles, Sun card, Page of Cups. That's a message, messengers. Okay, sometimes that's somebody reaching out to you. Let's communicate. I think this person still loves you, and this person feels like you love them. And maybe you do. That the Two of Cups here. It's like there's an energy with that Sun card and the Two of Cups, Vanessa. What this is telling me is this. This person feels like, God, this is my person, but yet we can't work this out. We're apart, and I'm disappointed. I'm sad. Very disappointed, very sad. Sometimes tears even. Look, bottom of the deck. Look at here. 4 of Wands. This is my person. There's somebody here in your energy that misses the hell out of you. I'll tell you that. I feel that way. And I do feel like there is communication. There could be an apology here with that Page of Cups. Let me see what else I can find out about this possible communication. Possible communication. Let's see here. Oh, he's been trying, but I do love him, but I'm definitely done. He's not happy about it. Hangman in reverse. Temperate. He don't want to give up on this, does he? He don't want to give up on this. I tell you what, no, he's stressed out. He may lose sleep at night over this or dream about it. What I'm going to do, he watches you too, Page of Swords. What I'm going to do is this. I'm going to look and see if there is anybody in your energy going forward. But this person was very, very, very heavily in your energy. Doesn't mean you got to be with them. That's just saying that that's a very persistent energy there as far as, around your, somebody around you energetically. Okay. Let's see what we can find out if there's anybody else in your energy or not. Let's see what's here, Vanessa. Yeah, there is. There's somebody here that, okay, oh, wow. You got a friend. Somebody here that I feel like you either is a friend or you have met through a friend, or if this is predictive, you may meet through a friend, okay? I feel like this is somebody you know, though, and I'm going to tell you why. The King of Cups is here, Magician in reverse, Page of Pentacles. This person feels like they don't have what it takes to make this happen. They may feel powerless. They may feel like you've got somebody else or that you're in love with somebody else. This person has feelings for you. And I think it is a friend. All right. But they're not going to, I don't think they're going to do much about it. Okay. Because they may feel like for some reason that they don't have what it takes to turn you on or crank your tractor, or they may feel like you are into somebody else. Any combination of that, okay? But there is somebody around you. Definitely. That's very into you. I think they may have deep feelings for you, actually, but they're not doing anything about it. They're waiting for you to close out a cycle, but they will let you know. They may you started talking to a Gemini. Well, magicians are Gemini Virgo. Damn. I feel like they're waiting on you, something to close out here, some cycle to end, maybe between you and that person or between them and another person. And I think then they'll reach out. And what's interesting is the Knight of Swords and the Minor Arcana is Gemini energy too. Just dawned on me. Crazy, isn't it? I think this Gemini may already be starting to feel feelings towards you. FYI. Wow. Believe it or not. I don't think they're going to make a move just yet. There's some kind of cycle, some kind of rite of passage, something that's got to be cleared up before this Gemini makes their move, and then they won't wait. Then they won't hesitate. Knight of Swords is not slow. When they get ready, they move, which that's kind of Gemini. Right. But let's see. Heather, I have got you after Epha. And I will add you on the list when I update on the screen, love bug. How you doing, Heather? Good to see you. All right, but that's what I got for you, Vanessa. Okay, I got you. I got you. That's crazy. Let's go to Rebecca R. All right, Miss Rebecca. Here we go. Rebecca says, what is coming towards me in love in the new year? Cancer sun, Leo moon, and Aries rising. Awesome, awesome. Okay, let's see what we can find out. Your moon, is your moon in the 8th house? I don't know. No, your moon would be in the 5th house. Okay. Yeah. I'm eating chocolate again. Let's see what we can find out for you, Rebecca. What does Rebecca need to know about romance? Rebecca the Cancer. What does Rebecca the Cancer need to know about romance in the new year? What does Rebecca need to know about romance in the new year? What does Rebecca need to know about romance in the upcoming year? What can Rebecca expect? What does she need to know? Queen of Pentacles. King of Swords. You're going to have options. 6 of Pentacles. You've definitely got an option or two. I think you may have a commitment here with the 6 of Pentacles here. That's somebody that's going to invest. That's an equal give and take. That's why a lot of times I do associate with the 6 of Pentacles a connection where you guys are both on the same page for sure. Possible relationship. Queen of Pentacles, King of Swords. It may be somebody with earth or air in their chart. Let's see what we can find out. It could be somebody that you work with or work around or that you meet through family or friends. All right. Let's see what else I can find out, Rebecca. What I feel like though is this. I feel like you've got, okay, I'm going to say this. Rebecca, I feel like you've got multiple people around you that are going to be coming towards you romantically. I do feel like there is a connection here. I think there is somebody that may also be around you that is unstable. All right. Unstable. And it's somebody that might, yeah. Be careful. Rebecca, there's a caution here. There's somebody I believe that is going to come towards you that is unstable, that may have ulterior motives. Be careful of that. All right, be careful of that. You pulled some really good cards initially, but you've also got somebody around you that's not stable. All right, they may have ulterior motives, even. They may be a bit of a user. So be careful about that. All right. I don't think that would go anywhere. I think it would be a false start. Possibly it would fizzle out. Be careful of that one. I think you do have somebody around you that will invest, though. All right. So I think you are going to have multiple options. And what I think you're going to have to do is really be discerning. And I think that the other thing that you need to know is, or just keep in mind, is this, Rebecca. Don't make any immediate decisions when you start talking to a person or people. Allow people a while before you emotionally invest. It takes a minimum of 3 months for people sometimes to show their true colors. All right. And so that adage from what's that? What Maya Angelou, allow a person time to show you who they are. Okay. And when they show you who they are, believe them. Right. The good, the bad, and the ugly. We're not looking for perfection. Right. But that's what I've got here, Rebecca. So I definitely do feel like there are some romantic options around you. Some I like, some I don't. I feel like you'll be in a relationship, right? I know, right? Moon Empress, and believe them when they do. That's it. That's it. Okay, good deal, Rebecca. I think you've got some definitely some pretty good contenders. I don't read gender. I think you probably know that because you've probably watched me, and I know you've watched me enough to know that. Queen of Pentacles, King of Swords. I like those energies. Those are pretty solid, pretty good energies. Okay. I didn't like that King of Pentacles in reverse. And that all came out together. Right. Okay, fair enough, CB. 3 months sound right. Somebody told me it takes up to a year for a narcissist to show their true colors. I don't know. I don't know that they can hide it for that long. I've read 3 months, and I think I like that. I say minimum of 3 months, maybe 6. Rebecca, do like your Gemini does. Look it up. See what the experts say about how long it takes people to show you who they are, right? I would say minimum 3 months, right? Lulu, thank you for being here, sweetheart. Thank you so much. I hope you do get to come back. Big hugs, Lulu. Thank you for all you do for the cottage. Yeah, it does. It takes work to hide, right, CB? I agree. I don't know that they can do it beyond 3 months. You're Gemini and Venus. Wow. Okay. I gotcha. I gotcha. So let's go to K10. Let's go read for K10. All right. Let's see what we got for K10. What is K10 asking? Let's see here, love bug. She says, and I know you're a Gemini. Just wanted to know about this guy in my life, Sean. Aqua, I think. Okay. Is he a good guy? Anything about our friendship, love connection, or advice? Met through my friend Mike. Anything good coming about him? Give me the dirt. My twin flame Steve. Will he ever come around? Okay. So I can't read more, but for one person in a spread. All right. K10. But I'm going to read for Sean and see what's going on with Sean. Okay. Let's read about Sean and see what we can find out and get you some dirt on that. All right. So, because it's hard to pull for more than one person in one spread. Okay. Just do Sean. Okay. Fair enough, K10. All right. So let's do that. Let's do that. Let me get a sip of water. Let's see here. Oh, it's fine, K10. And it can be confusing. I get it. It can be a little bit confusing, but for me, in order, okay. So when I'm reading specific for one person, like in this case, you, right? It's it's better for me to focus on one person so that I can get the specifics and I know, okay, this is talking about Sean or this is talking about this person, or you see what I'm saying, right? All right, that's what I got here. Now, sometimes other people will come up and rear their energy in, but you kind of know that that's still related to that particular connection, right? Okay. Tell me about Sean. Tell me about this person, Sean, that K10 has met. Tell me about Sean. Tell me about Sean. Tell me about Sean. Tell me about Sean. What do we need to know about Sean? Intentions towards K10. Thoughts. Any dirt on this person? What can you tell us that we need to know? What can we find out? We need the tea. We need the tea. Let's see what we got here. Page of Pentacles in the reverse, Knight of Wands. He's very sexually attracted to you, Chariot in reverse. Ooh, you know, I don't know that this person is being completely 100 with you about something with the Page of Pentacles here in the reverse. That sometimes can be omitted information. The Knight of Wands, very sexually attracted to you, can be distant acting too. I got distance cards here, big time. Knight of Wands, Chariot in reverse. Chariot in reverse, though, I don't know that he's really planning to take this beyond something physical. That's the energy here. This person, and I'm gonna take the Knight of Wands is not always a nice person. I'm gonna see what I can find out. I'm gonna clarify this Knight of Wands and get the total dirt on it because that can mean so many different things. Okay, can certainly mean sexual attraction. It can be somebody with a hot temper and tough to deal with. So I really want the skinny on this for you, K10. Okay. But let's see here. There is a lot of attraction. Hierophant in reverse, Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. This is somebody that's sexually attracted, non-committal. Non-committal. Hierophant in reverse, two of Pentacles in the upright. It's sexual. They would, okay, so here's what I'm getting. Here's what I feel like. There's a lot of physical attraction here. I'm not really getting hot temper, but I'm getting time waster with that Seven of Pentacles in reverse. I think if you want to hit it and quit it, and I can't answer that for you. I ain't the moral police. Okay, you do you, boo-boo. And if you want to, hey, go do it. But I don't think this is going to be anything other than something physical. Okay. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I think this person might be a time waster, non-committal sometimes, and indecisive, possibly hung up on another person with that Two of Pentacles, but definitely non-committal here. Time waster energy, not going anywhere, get stuck, you know. And I think there's something this person's not telling you. And it could be about somebody else. They may not be honest with what their intentions are. That may be what they're omitting or not telling you here. God, I got third party on the bottom of the deck. This person may have some feelings for someone else. Let's go to the Page of Pentacles a little bit deeper. The Page of Pentacles in the reverse. You knew it. Your gut was telling you, wasn't it, K10? Gut was telling you. That gut, man. She could smell that BS a mile away. He's invested in, yeah, he's got, okay, K10. K10. At a minimum, he's invested in another person. He may literally be in a connection. There's a possibility, let me tell you, he's invested and possibly in a committed relationship. He possibly may not even be on the market or supposed to be on the market, so to speak. Ooh. Let me say, didn't you tell, let me tell you something. You're a Gemini. K10. You know, Geminis can find out anything we want to. I think if you dig hard enough, you're going to find something. Now, whether he's with this person or not, I can't say, but I can tell you where his roots are. It's somewhere with a person, right? Now, K10, if he's not committed and you want to hit it and quit it, that's on you, you know, whatever. But man, I would do some due diligence around that. I would do some little he acts single. I would do some due diligence on it. And he may be single. He may be single. He may be free to go out and do what he wants to, but energetically, he's invested somewhere. I can tell you that. Energetically, he's got some roots somewhere. He's not pulled those roots. He's not pulled those roots up, right? He said he was single, lives alone. And it may be, but it ain't been long. Or, well, let me say this. It may be that it's been a long time, but he's not over a person. If he is single, he has definitely still got feelings, pretty heavy energy towards another person. Right. Right. That's what I got. And that's what he's not telling you. I think he's aware that he's still got feelings for that other person too. I'm going to tell you that right now. You still hurt from it. Very possibly. Very possibly. And that may be what is going on here. And I'll say this about that Knight of Wands. We'll talk about that a little bit. Sometimes if you've still got pain that's unhealed, you can be exhausting to deal with. You can hurt other people and be like that bull in a china shop with other people's hearts. Other people around you kind of become collateral damage, which is very sad, right? In your own, mess, right? Right. Oh, wow, K10. Wow. But that's what I've got. And, what may be going on here, and I mean, because you're talking about now a past person, your twin flame, which I don't even believe in those K10, and I got a lot. They just don't exist. Okay. I have driven Mack trucks through the holes in that whole bullshit. Okay. And I've done that a lot on my membership, by the way. There's no such thing as a twin flame. It's a bastardization of teachings by Plato. All right. And I even can tell you when it started in the New Age thing. Okay. Plato was not talking about twin flames. But let me tell you why you have gotten Sean in your energy. Can I speak very freely to you, K10? I'm gonna tell you why Sean is here. Now things are kind of making sense because you're hung up on a person, right? That this person that you're calling your twin flame probably got history with this person. You now have a new person in the mixture, Sean, who is hung up on their past person. You've attracted somebody hung up on their past person because you are. That's how that works. You've attracted somebody hung up on another person because you're hung up on a person. Exactly. Every single person that you attract is trying to show you something that you need to heal and release. And that's now I've gotten to the real root of the issue here. I probably have given you some insight on the twin flame without realizing it, right? Yeah. So yeah. Everything around you is going to be a mirror of what is inside you that needs to be fixed. And right now, Sean actually, let me talk about Sean. Let me talk about Sean from a soul. Every person that you meet has something to show you about yourself. What Sean is trying to show you is something that inside yourself that you've not healed, worked through, processed, and resolved, right? My daughter, mirrors don't just come from romantic people. They can come from friends, family. My daughter and I have many times mirror each other, and I can see it when it's happening. It's like, oh, I got to fix that, right? It's so frustrating, but that's why that's happened. That's exactly. And to be honest with you, until you kind of take a break from romance and heal that and release it completely, that person, you'll continue to attract people that are hung up on other people. Did you know that? It's true. It's true. It's true, K10. So you're kind of stuck in this conundrum right now. Yep. Guess how many years I took off, K10? 7. Took me 3 years to figure out there's no such thing as twin flames and give up on that person that I was obsessed with. And it wasn't a twin flame. It was a platonic connection. Yeah. So twin flames are usually trauma bonds or platonic connections. I'll be honest with you. Not plutonic, like the planet Pluto. Yeah. Yeah. So, but in fact, I think I did a video on my memberships about all that, and I've got a lot of videos there that are on my member channel explaining what's really going on with twin flames and talking, and I explain in detail the teachings of Plato, when it all started, what it really means, and all of that stuff. And I really delved even deeper into that whole. And there's a big reason for the twin flame community. There is a lot of money to be made by people being hung up on an ex and not being able to move forward. Okay, there's a lot of money to be made. There's a lot of coaching classes out there. There's a lot of views to be had on YouTube. So people make a lot of money off of that teaching, right? But I will say this. I just don't think I'm a half of a person. I think I came here with everything I needed. And I think everybody else on the planet came here with everything they needed. You came with 100% of you, period. You're not half of a soul, right? If you still have a special place for him in your heart, I mean, KTN, who you trying to convince? In your question, also, my twin flame, will he ever come around? You are not over him. You have not moved on. You asked me a part of that question. Will he ever come around? KTN, who you trying to fool? Who you lying to? Because we ain't believing it. Because I see what you wrote about it. And I love you. I'm calling you out, Gemini to Gemini, from a big place of love, but a little bit of tough love. Okay. All right. A little bit of tough love. If you're asking, will he come around, baby, you ain't let him go. Right. I'm just saying. And I love you though. You know I do, right? We vibe. But I'm calling you out a little bit. All right. Because you wanted to know if he'll ever come around. Why do you care? Because you're still invested. Ouch. Ouch. Right. Anyway, that's what I got, K10. Let's go to Julianne. Somebody else just booked too. Tasha, you were after Heather. And I'm gonna update the list here. But anyway, here we go. Fair enough. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's see. That was K10. Next up is Julianne. Let's get everybody updated here. Okay, so after Epha is Heather and then Tasha. Here we go. I'm going to tell you, K10, I have a couple of spiritual mentors that I understudy through those folks, okay? And one of them I'm literally like formally an understudy of, the other one kind of indirectly. And the one that I indirectly understudied under talked about twin flames. And he talked about why they exist from a very high level. And I almost think that video would help you a little bit. All right. I'm going to go to YouTube and see if I can find that video from him. And I'm going to put the link down here. It's not the thing I like about this guy. He's not verbose. His videos are usually very short. And I like him a lot because he's straight to the point. He's also very compassionate. He's not a reader. Okay. I'm going to see if I can find that video for you. And to me, I found that very helpful. Let's see if I can find it for you. He talks about their existence and that they exist. And he talks about why they exist. And he talks about how they're associated with trauma. And when we hold on to that, we're holding on to trauma. And I think this might be helpful, but I'm going to have to find. Here we go. I'm going to have to, here we go, share, copy, and I'm going to put this here. The video, let me tell you how long the video is. It is 13 minutes, so it's super short, K10. It's super short. This is an occultist, who I like a lot. And his name, his channel name is Cosmic Observer. His name is Nick McCool. And he's very, very knowledgeable, way more knowledgeable than me. Okay. Like he's one of the people that I study under. Okay. So I would really, and I like him. He's very ethical. He's also very compassionate, empathetic, right? So there we go. So you're right. The worst enemy definitely can be a soulmate. All right. So next up is Julianne. Next up is Julianne. Let's go to Julianne. Here we go. His take is a little different than mine. It's kind of like twin flame, not what you think. That's not the name of his video, but it could be renamed that, right? But he talks about soulmates too. He talks about twin flames and soulmates. All right, so Julianne, Virgo, what's coming towards me in general? Okay, and I'm glad you told me that, Julianne. So that way we know more about what to look at. You're welcome. If you're very much into, I'm into the occult, by the way. Nick is an occultist, okay? But you don't have to be interested in the occult or learning the occult to gain from a lot of his material, right? So, some of his videos are about the occult, some are not. And it just kind of depends on what your interest is. But that one is very more general, right? It's spiritual, but like more general. You're welcome, K10. I hope that helps. All right. What is coming towards Julianne, the Virgo in general? What does Julianne need to know about the upcoming future? The immediate future? Anything Julianne, the Virgo needs to know? Anything Julianne, the Virgo needs to know? Anything Julianne, the Virgo needs to know? Let's take a look. Anything that Julianne, the Virgo needs to know? What does Julianne, the Virgo need to know going forward about what is coming up? What does Julianne need to know? Four of Swords, Five of Wands. You've been working too hard. You've been too stressed out. You've been too stressed out. You need to rest. You need to get some R&R. You've been working hard, Julianne. What I'm getting, you're not going to like me. Don't shoot the messenger. The source, the universe, your guides, however you want to look at it, is kind of telling you, Julianne, how I don't know. My guides are so direct with me because I'm a direct person, and I guess they're direct with me. But like, if I saw this and I was asking my guides, what do I need to know? And I got these cards, what my guides would say to me from these cards is, bitch, if you don't sit down, we're going to force you to. If you don't get some rest, we're going to put you on a forced rest. Do you know? I don't know if you've ever heard me talk about a forced rest, Julianne, but it's kind of like, okay, you're working hard, burning the candle at both ends. You need a break, okay? And and if you don't honor your body, your soul, your mind, your body, and your spirit by taking a rest, sometimes source, the universe, guides will put you on a forced rest. And what I have learned, because I've had a few of those, and I'll give you some examples. What I have learned is it's not always, they don't check my calendar to make sure that that forced rest is happening at a good time. They don't really give a shit if I've got obligations that need to be taken care of. No, when they get ready to put me on my ass, they're just going to do it. So what I have learned is when I start getting this nudge, and I get it from an intuitive nudge, okay, of when I know I need to take a rest, I know it's like me saying, and I'm at a point now where I tell myself, bitch, you better sit down before they sit you down. And I'll give you an example. Back in the spring, Julianne, I don't know if you remember this. I slid in my bathroom floor and broke my arm, and I was in the bed for 10 days, okay? And the thing about it is, it came at a real inopportune time. The timing sucked. My guides didn't really shivig it, right? So what I'm getting is it's time to take a rest, to take a break. I feel like there's been chaos around you. Five of Wands is here, chaos. And I feel like you're tired, you're exhausted. You may feel like I feel like you're burned out, drained. Okay, with the Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands in the reverse here. Okay, you remember that was a forced rest, and that's not my first forced rest, Julianne. It's not my first time that they've had to do that with me. Okay. So it's an ongoing issue. Some of that is, and you're a Virgo, I'm a Capricorn moon, right? We're very driven, right? And see, you burned out. Yeah, you're not feeling and I'll be honest with you, when we're in this energy, and I'm talking to me as much as I am you, so I don't want you to feel like I'm not, I can't call you out without my thumb coming right back at me on this one, Julianne. But I feel like to remind you, we're not at our best. Okay. We're not where our passion and our heart, if you can't do something, oh, you're a cat. Oh, God. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this is very complicated because when you're a Capricorn moon, all right, your moon sign, let's talk about Capricorn moon. Your moon sign in general, a moon sign is what makes you feel, okay, for me and you, Julianne, as Capricorn moons, what makes us give that moment of, is feel like we've got all 2,800 things marked off of our to-do list for today, every day. And we overload ourselves too. Okay. And then we get that sense of feeling, that soft place to fall is like, yes, I got all my shit done today. I feel so productive. Yes. And that is so difficult for people with earth placements, particularly what you and I share in common. Okay. And so it's hard. And I'll be honest with you, it is an ongoing battle with me almost daily sometimes, Julianne. I'll be honest with you, almost daily. And I have to, I've gotten to a place where I've had to schedule veg time because I have a schedule. It's ridiculous, right? I have a daily schedule of when I'm going live, what time I'm doing my personal readings, what time I'm going to the grocery store, which is ridiculous. Okay. I know it is. But I'm to a place where I'm like, okay, bitch, this 3-hour time, you're going to veg and you're not going to do a damn thing. You're going to do something totally unproductive. You're going to watch stupid shit on Netflix or scroll or do whatever or veg or whatever, play a game, right? That sort of thing. I have to force myself, Julianne. And I do. See, I get it. I feel guilty for resting. She says, I feel you. But I want you to remind yourself that you're doing enough. Okay. Because I think right now with this burnout, if you'll take what I've learned, and I've had to teach myself, and I still have to tell myself this all the time, Julianne, I am not at my best when I am tired or burned out. Right. I am not, if I can't, and like me as a reader, and I don't care what you do for a living or whatever, anything that we do, if you can't come at it with fire in your heart, then you're not where you need to be. It's time to take a break. Right. And it's a Capricorn thing, Jason. It's that Saturnian energy, right? And I get it. I feel it, Julie. But at the same time, I just want to remind you that in order to be, when we come to the table to do whatever we do, I'm going to use me as an example because I'm visible and you know what I do for a living. When I come to this tarot table, if I'm not coming with passion and my heart, I don't need to be here, because my readings are going to suck. And if I'm just being honest, in the past, I've come and tried to read whenever I was in sucky energy from being exhausted, and my readings weren't as good. I'm not saying they weren't accurate. They hit people, they resonated, but I feel like I could have been a lot more effective and given a lot more helpful information and intuitive downloads if I wasn't in this energy right here. Does that make sense? All right. That's what I'm getting. Your focus needs to be that. Okay. This came out real strong for you. All right. And I'll be honest, let's talk about the Queen of Wands in reverse. Sometimes this is a card associated with being salty and bitchy. I get bitchy when I'm tired. I do. Okay. I mean, it's okay to be feisty and not take any shit, but to be bitchy for no reason, and I can be when I'm tired. Okay. That's going to affect you and the people around you. And it might cause some conflict where that could otherwise be avoided. Okay. But I feel like, and look, as a person who myself, it's like my middle name is chaos. Sometimes it's like I wake up in the day, Julianne, and I'm like, well, what kind of fuckery is, it's like the fucking, what's going to happen today that I'm not expecting? And it's like yesterday, right? I had a good day. I did my signs. I did my readings. I went and I was watching the ball game. Halfway through this big ball game that I was really into, I get this call from my daughter 3.5 hours away. I'm sick. Can you come get me up at university? It's 6 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, oh, okay. We're about to drive 7 hours. I got in bed at 4 o'clock this morning. It's like, what kind of fuckery awaits us today? And it's kind of like, I laugh about it. But at the same time, I almost have to allow for that. Right. So I feel like you've been surrounded by some chaos, things that were unexpected, curveballs, right? Like that. Okay. And because of that, you need to allow yourself some grace to rest. Right. Throw me a snack or tell me it's okay to go lay down. I'll be honest with you. The period of time between my all signs that I did earlier this afternoon and this, because I was low on sleep, I laid down and slept. And I still need to go to bed at a decent hour tonight because if I don't, I'll be a grumpy bitch tomorrow. Okay. I mean, I'm okay. I'm vibing pretty well. But and I was tired. When I woke up, I didn't know what planet. It took me 15 minutes to remember what planet I was on. Right. So that's what I got, Julianne. All right, let's go to Nazneen. I hope that helped, Julianne. Let's go to Nazneen. Nazneen, how are you doing? Here we go, love bug. Okay, good. Yeah, go watch the movie. Definitely. What will happen between Jay and I? I'm an Aries. He's a Capricorn. We matched online 2 years ago, but never met in person until last week. We live in different states. I did not expect to like someone like him. He's leaving out of the country on January for a year for work. I'm not sure if I should move on or keep a friendship and see how it goes when he comes back. I can't tell if he wants to develop anything. I know timing was bad because of the 1 year work trip. Fair enough. Okay. So let's see what the energies look like. Oh, well, thank you, Nazneen. That's so sweet of you. I appreciate you. Let's look at the energies between you and Jay. That's a tough situation you're in, Nazneen. It's a tough situation. Let's take a look and see what we can find out. I tell you what, sometimes it takes a Capricorn moon to really get that right. I think a reader could have given you what you needed to know, but like I could put myself in your shoes, Julianne. All right, let's see, Nazneen. What's going on between you and Jay? What are the energies like? What is the potential here between you and Jay the Capricorn? What is the potential between Nazneen and Jay the Capricorn? What is the potential between Nazneen and Jay the Capricorn? What is the energy here? What is the energy here between Nazneen and Jay the Capricorn? What is the energy between what does it look like as far as anything? Let's see here. King of Pentacles in the reverse. It's shaky. 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. 4 of Pentacles in reverse. What it's telling me is to put your life on hold is a pretty big gamble. Pretty big gamble. Okay. You're putting a lot on the line and it's pretty shaky. It's pretty shaky. I'm not getting that he's a bad person. I'm just getting that this whole thing is a bit shaky. It's a lot to hang your hat on to put your life on hold. I would not put my life on hold for this. It would be a risky move. This is a bad gamble. 4 of Pentacles is kind of like throwing good money after bad, like kind of like, this is a bad investment of your time. And to put much into it would not really pay off, right? Would not really pay off. It looks too unstable. It looks too shaky right now. All right. And I think quite honestly, with these cards coming out, the Capricorn's focus is the job. And he's focused on that. And I think that will be where that is for some period of time. All right. I just feel like it's too shaky to put your life on hold for it. Right. Hey, BFF loves editing. The link, if you would like to book a reading, is at the top of this chat. You can see it pinned up there. And how you doing? But that's what I've got here, Nazneen. I'm going to get a little bit more on this and see if it tells me anything else, Nazneen. Let's see if it tells me anything else. I'm going to see if there's anything else you need to know. He's focused on romance. I mean, he's focused on money, not romance. Oh, Nazneen, there's something else. Okay. I tell you, my gut was telling me with that Three of Pentacles in the reverse, that can speak to third-party energy. What you don't know is this person is hung up on an ex, Nazneen. They're hung up on another person. I don't think they're necessarily involved in that other person, with that other person, but they've still got some lingering energy and perhaps maybe even want that person back. Possibly. They possibly still have. In fact, I know they've got feelings here. Okay. Nazneen. He did mention someone. There it is. Well, that someone is a bigger person in his life than you may realize. He's not over that person. This is a very bad risk for you. Very bad risk. Sun reversed. That's the only major arcana. Yeah. I think he has feelings for the ex and not you, Nazneen. I don't think he has feelings for you. I think he has feelings for the ex. But we looked at the future potential. That's what you ask when you book the question, okay? So yeah, you ask what would happen between Jay and you, and I don't see anything happening. Okay, that's kind of what we answered on the question. All right, if that makes sense, right? If that makes sense. You did send that message. Okay, Laura Ann, we need to know, right? Woo! But yeah, that's what I've got. I don't feel like there's anything here that would happen. I feel like if he gets with anybody, it'll be an ex. That's what he wants, to be honest with you. He wants to reconcile with an ex, third party energy here. That's what he wants. That's why it's so shaky. All right. And that's why it's kind of a bad gamble with your own heart, right? If that makes sense. All right. Next up is Edgar. Next up is Edgar. I know, right? All right, Edgar, let's see what's going on with you. Here we go. Edgar says, what are Anahi's intentions towards me this December? She's very guarded, shy, and I'm pulling my energy and stopped trying to ask her out. I feel like something is there, like a soulmate connection. She's a coworker and a Cancer. Okay, so, and you've kind of stopped asking her out and stopped taking action towards her. That's not the same thing as pulling away your energy. You may be doing both though, but that's cool. All right, so let's see if there is any intentions of Anahi towards Edgar. What are Anahi's intentions towards Edgar going forward in the month of December-ish? Okay, we're not real good on time with tarot. Time is very fluid. Time actually doesn't exist on the 5D, and that's where we go to read energies for tarot. So that's why it's really hard to nail down timelines, but give or take the month of December. Where do we see Anahi towards Edgar, please? Where do we see Anahi towards Edgar? Where do we see Anahi towards Edgar, please? Where do we see Anahi towards Edgar? Let's take a look at Anahi towards Edgar. Well, thank you, Natalie. Where do we see Anahi towards Edgar in the next month or so? In the next month-ish, Anahi towards Edgar, the intentions. Anahi towards Edgar. Let's see what we have here. Anahi towards Edgar. So we have the Six of Cups. We have the Empress in the reverse. And the Two of Pentacles. I don't think she sees anything here, any growth with you. I think she's real on the fence about what she wants in general. But right now, she's not seeing any growth with you. She's not seeing any kind of relationship or any growth, okay? She may be in love with somebody from her past, okay, with the Six of Cups here. That is possible here. I don't think she thinks badly of you, but I just think she doesn't see any potential here. I just think she does not see any potential here, Edgar. I just don't feel like it. Yeah, Seven of Swords, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Right now, what my cards are telling me is that you're there. This person, I don't think this person trusts you. They may have trust issues in general. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse tells me that to think that this is kind of a waste of time to even put any thought into Anahi at all. Okay. That's what I'm getting here, is that you're kind of wasting your time on this. It's just not going to go anywhere. This remains my one major arcana. No growth, no expansion, no relationship. She just doesn't see you in that way. Okay. She just doesn't see you in that way. That's what I'm getting here. And that's why she's acting guarded and shy. The reason she's not been, because you said you had kind of stopped asking her out. The reason she's not going out with you when you ask, it's not because she's shy or guarded. She just doesn't see you in that way. Okay. All right. That's what I've got here. All right. Let's go to Epha. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got. I know, right, Laura Ann? Keep us posted. Should I tell the Virgo how I feel? Okay. Let's see here. Oh, don't apologize. You're fine. You're fine. All right. So, what would happen if Epha told the Virgo how she feels? What would the resulting energy be of this Virgo towards Epha? How would this Virgo respond? What would this Virgo's thoughts, feelings be towards Epha? Let's take a look. Let's see what we can find out. What would be this Virgo's thoughts towards Epha if she were to tell the Virgo how she feels? Let's take a look. Knight of Swords in the reverse. I think this Virgo would feel, it would make this Virgo, I feel like it might overwhelm or make this Virgo a little bit nervous. I think the Virgo, I don't think the timing is right. I think this Virgo and you are going to end up committed. But I think right now it might throw this Virgo for a loop. It might shake them up a little bit. This is a card of nervousness here. This is a card of instability. I think this Virgo is, I think it's a little bit too early to really, what I'm getting here, and I even kind of see this from the other cards that we saw in this thing. I think, I don't think the timing is yet for this thing to really take off. I don't think the timing is going to happen. I think this Virgo would throw this Virgo for a loop. This Virgo might even fly the coop. It might confuse this Virgo. That's another thing. All right. I say let this one marinate a little bit. Let this marinate just a little bit. All right. I don't think this Virgo is ready for that just yet. Again, I'm getting that there's issues going on in this Virgo's life that might throw them for a loop. I think they're going to open up to you about it. And I think maybe then, right? Because we talked about that, where there's that issue that's got to be taken care of. I think this Virgo is going to open up about it. And maybe then you can then open up about what you want, how you feel, that sort of thing. And I will also tell you this. I never put my eggs in one basket, baby cakes. Mm-mm. 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 Don't put all your cake in one, thing, right? That's what I'm getting to tell you. Heather and Tasha are up next, and then after that is Maria. Maria. Let's update the list here. I have no patience, and that's my problem. You and I are both on the same axis. Sagittarius and Gemini, we did not get in the patience line, you and I. Neither one of us. We're on the opposites on the zodiac wheel. We're like on the same axis. But one thing that Sagittarius and Geminis have in common is neither one of us have an overabundance of patience, right? That's a tough one for us. And I'm just going to say this. Again, don't put all your eggs in one basket, right? Because things can change, right? Energies can change. And right now things are a little bit weird. I'll be honest with you. I think his intentions are good, but things are weird there. And that's why I would just kind of, because of that pending issue that I saw, Epha, I feel like I feel like that could really cause some energetic shifts. Right now, the energies are good, but there's that pending issue that could cause an energetic shift that might get weird, right? I'm proud of you for that, Laura. So that's what I'm feeling. Let's read for Heather. Let's see what's going on with Heather. Heather says, what does the near future have in store for my Aries, Josh, and I'm a Virgo with a Libra rising? We talked about that your sun is probably in the 12th house before, haven't we, Heather? That's a very impactful, significant um, placement and very challenging. It can empower you greatly, but at the same time, it can be very, very challenging. What does the future look like between Josh, the Aries, and Heather? What does the future look like between Josh, the Aries, and Heather? What does the future look like between Josh, the Aries, and Heather? What does the future look like between Josh, the Aries, and Heather? What does the future look like between Josh, the Aries, and Heather? Let's see what we got here. Two of Swords. What's this blockage? Four of Swords. Somebody gets exhausted here. You guys can't give up on this, though. You know what I get is this. There's some kind of blockage between you two with the Two of Swords here and the Four of Swords. It causes you guys to kind of take a break, but I feel like it's temporary. The Star card here, I think you both still see a future with each other. I feel like there could be some sort of misunderstanding, miscommunication that has caused or will cause this Two of Swords here, where you guys feel like you are in disagreement about something, maybe come to an impasse. But at the same time, a major arcana is telling me that you guys never, both of you, kind of neither one of you give up hope on this thing. Star card, tell me more. It's almost like both of you feel like a break will help this. A break will help this. Four of Swords to the Star card. Yeah. Queen of Pentacles here. Seven of Pentacles in reverse, though. Four of Cups in reverse. So there's a lot of iffy energy with this thing. Okay, Heather, there's a lot of iffy energy here. I feel like your person, doesn't want to give up on this thing, but at the same time, there's an energy of, and kind of feeling like, well, this is good money after bad, and then a lot of regrets. The Four of Cups in reverse, kind of like, letting something really, really good slip through your fingers because you wasted time or messed up or screwed up. I'm talking about them. Okay. It looks like there's tough time. It looks like there's this huge blockage. Eight of Swords here. That's a mind fuck. Five of Pentacles in reverse. See, I see you guys getting back together, but then I see somebody being cold emotionally or, withdrawing their energy here with the King of Cups in reverse. Yeah, King of Pentacles in reverse. This thing is volatile. This thing is very volatile, Heather. What I'm gathering from this thing is there's a lot of communication issues, possible arguments here, and I think you guys have this, or will have, if you don't already, have this pattern of in and out, in and out, in and out, and you really can't give up on each other, but yet the instability doesn't go away. The tough times never really go away, and I think that's energetically what things are lining up for between you two, Heather. That's what I got. I hate it. I know you wished for better. All right. I know you wished for better. It's very unstable, very volatile. Okay. Very, very unstable because I think that there's a lot of break up, get back together. Let's take a break. Let's get back together. Taking a break will help. Getting back together, that kind of thing, Heather. That's what my cards just, it's like a ping pong match between you two. Very draining. Very draining. Very draining. Very, very heavy energy between you two. Could be a trauma bond between you two, possibly. Hey, Mayra, I've got you. I'm going to add you to the list. All right. That's what I've got. So next up is Tasha, and then Maria, and then Mayra. That's you? Okay, I got you. We got you on the list. Here we go. Good night, Laura Ann. Have sweet dreams. Have sweet, sweet dreams. All right. Let's see what we have here. Let's go to Tasha. Hey, Miss Tasha, what's up? Tasha says, Sag, Leo, Cap, husband, Aquarius, Cap. Okay. 3 children, married 6 years. I just don't know if I should stay. I just feel like I'm doing so much alone. Should I plan to fix my marriage or plan to focus on myself? And if I do so, separate, will the divorce go in my favor? So those are 2 separate questions. What we are going, I don't know if a divorce would go in your favor. That would be a whole different question, a whole different spread. But Tasha, what I'm going to do is, I don't like telling people whether they should stay with a person or not. But what I do like is telling you what the energies will be like if you stay. Okay. And that's going to help you to know what to expect. And then it will be up to you whether or not that's what you want to be in. Okay. So that's what we're going to look at. But before we do that, I'm going to get a sip of water. All right. What would the energies be like if Tasha stays in her marriage? What would the energies be like if Tasha stayed in her marriage? What would the energies be like if Tasha stayed in her marriage? What would the energies be like if Tasha stays in her marriage? What would the energies be like for Tasha and this marriage to her Aquarius husband? What would the energies be like here? What would the energies be like if she stayed? What would the energies be like? So I have the 5 of Swords, conflict, games, lies, conflict, trust issues even. Trust issues. Empress in reverse. You would not be treated well. You would be taken for granted. Disaster, literally. No growth, no expansion. I get treated less than. And, you know, when I look at the energies around your marriage, okay, and this is the maternal energy, this is the wifey sometimes being treated like shit, basically. Okay. I'm just going to be honest. Justice in the reverse and imbalance. Things wouldn't be fairly distributed. You said you feel like you're doing it all. I think it would continue in that energy. Okay. I think you will continue to be treated in an unfair way. Conflict here. Maybe even trust issues. All right. With that 5 of Swords, games, sometimes manipulation. Let's get a little bit more. So I think you would get more of the same. Maybe even worse. Maybe even worse. All right. But just being treated in heartbreak, pain, heartbreak and pain. Sun in reverse. I just don't think it's a happy connection here with the Sun in reverse. And I don't think it would be. Page of Wands in reverse. I'm going to tell you something. And I'm getting this. I think your husband lies to you. Page of Wands, 5 in the reverse, 5 of Swords. I think you got some dishonesty here. I think you've got lies here, Tasha. All right. I think you've got some lies here. I don't think your person is being completely, I don't think your husband's being completely honest with you. I'm going to see if I can figure out what that is about, or if the cards might tell me. Death card. I don't know that he intends to stay. Knight of Cups in reverse, 5 of Cups in reverse. I'm getting he may be planning to leave you, Tasha. I'm getting that Tasha, he may be planning to leave you and you may not know it. All right. That's what I've got here. Tasha, I saw you. I think that's you. You may need to rewind because I started reading for you about maybe, I don't know, 3 to 5 minutes ago. Go back about 3 to 5 minutes and you'll see what I'm saying. I think there's a lot more to this. I think there's more to this story possibly here. I think this person's not planning to stick around even. All right. I think that person, I don't think he's planning to stick around with you. I think whether you know it or not, I think this person, I think your husband's not told you, but I think he's thinking about leaving you. I think that's what he's not been honest with you about. Okay. That's what I've got. And I'm sorry, Tasha, you deserve better. Tasha, I'm going to say something. I wanted to tell you something I noticed about your placements. If you are a Sagittarius sun and a Leo moon and a Capricorn rising, and I think that's what you mean. If you're a Sagittarius sun and a Capricorn rising, there is a good chance that your sun is in the 12th house. And if so, that is a very challenging, mine is. And if that is a very challenging connection, it's very impactful. You really need to look at that. That is very, very significant in your chart. And it can have a lot of significance. There's a lot of potential with that, but it's also very, very hard. Okay. So I would just point that out for you. All right. Next up is Maria. Maria says, a general reading, please, about work and how Christian feels. We're going to read about work because that would be two different questions, okay? And you paid for one. If you want to know how Christian feels, Maria, you'll have to book a second reading, okay? All right. So I'm going to do a career reading for you about work. Maria. All right, here we go. Let's look at Maria's work situation and what she needs to know about that. Let's take a look. Let's take a look, Maria. You do have a trauma bond. Okay. Wow. Okay. Wow. Yeah. All right. Here we go. What does Maria need to know about work? 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 What does Maria need to know about work, please? What does Maria need to know about work? What does Maria need to know about work? What does Maria need to know about work, please? I think some people are behind in the chat. Knight of Swords in the reverse, Strength in the reverse, Queen of Cups is here. You know, I think you love your job in many ways, but I think it drains you, and I think you've got trust issues around somebody there. Knight of Swords in reverse. You may have somebody around you that's not completely honest with you, and you may realize this. You may feel like there's situations or people around you that you don't trust. Let's see what we've got here. Let's see what we got. I think at times it's draining to you. Strength in reverse. Star card. Two of Swords. I think, I'm going to tell you something. I think you're surrounded by people who may not be telling you the truth about stuff. They may be telling you things even to take advantage of you, like mistaking your kindness for weakness kind of thing. And I think this is very draining on you. Temperance in the reverse. I think you've got some people around you that are just not good people in your work situation, Maria. I don't know if this is a boss or a coworker or a combination of just a toxic work environment that's very draining. I think in spite of that, I think you're trying to remain optimistic with the Star card here and the Queen of Cups. But ultimately, I see blockages here. And you may not have, see, Seven of Pentacles is in reverse. I don't think this is going to be a good situation for you to stay in. Okay. I don't think there's a lot of growth here for you. I think you're getting, conflict, trauma, drama around you. Okay. This looks like a toxic work environment. And what I feel like is this, I feel like you're trying to remain optimistic. I think there's a lot about what you do that you like or love, even with the Queen of Cups here. But I also feel like that you may be better served to pursue another option. All right. I don't really see you losing your job, but I don't, I see it. I see people taking advantage of you right and left. I really do. I'll be honest with you, Maria. That's what I feel like. And I feel like you would do better financially and your peace would be a lot better if you were in a more healthy work environment. Okay. I do feel that way, Maria. Let's see here. I think some fear may have you. I think there may be some fear about making a change. Like you don't want to go into a worse situation. And, I get that. That's fair. But let me see here. Let's see here. There's somebody here. There's toxicity here that needs to be cut out, flat out. There's no growth here. And this is a toxic environment, the devil in reverse, that needs to be cut out, flat out. And I think you're afraid to do it. I think you're afraid to leave. And I'm not telling you to leave without a job. I'm not going to sit and say that, okay? But I am going to say maybe it's time to look around at other options, all right? I feel like you have a better future somewhere else. If that makes sense, Maria. That's what I got here. That's what I got here. All right, we're going to Mayra. You're welcome, Maria. You are welcome. Going to Mayra. Let's take a look. All right, Miss Mayra. Mayra says, does Demetrius Gray, he's a Capricorn, truly love me? I'm an Aquarius. Will he end up taking a leap of faith for me towards me, December, January? Okay. Let's look and see what we can find out about Demetrius, the Capricorn. Capricorns are hard to read. They're hard to read. Not hard to read for, I don't mean that. They're hard to read from an emotional standpoint, but you're hard to read too. You're an Aquarius. I'm hard to read because I'm a Gemini with a Capricorn moon. And I'm saying that from personal experience. It does help me that I have a Cancer Venus. So that does help me a little bit. But it's hard to read people. It's hard to read certain signs, their emotional investment, right? It's hard to read that. So I can understand why you might be asking about that. So we're going to see what Demetrius's feelings and intentions are in the next few months towards you. Feelings and intentions of Demetrius, the Capricorn, towards Mayra, the Aquarius, next couple of months. Next couple of months. Next couple of months. Next couple of months. Demetrius towards Mayra. Next couple of months. Next couple of months. Next couple of months. Six of Swords, Seven of Wands in the reverse, but the King of Cups in reverse. I think he wants to open up to you, Mayra. He wants to open up. He wants to let the walls down. But the King of Cups is in reverse. He doesn't know what he wants to do. The Six of Swords is here. He's kind of wondering, do I need to move on or do I need to open up? He may have some fears here. Hang on a second. Let's dig a little bit on this thing, Mayra. He may have some fears here. That may be the hesitancy. He may have some fears about opening up and becoming emotionally vulnerable. We're going to see what we can find out for you about what's going on in Demetrius's mind. Knight of Swords, he's got trust issues. Knight of Swords in reverse. Hermit in reverse. Two of Swords. Ooh. He wants to open up, but I just don't see him doing it. I just don't see him doing it. I see him hitting a wall when he tries. I see him hitting a wall when he tries. And I feel like there is some trust issues with the Knight of Swords in reverse. I think maybe there's some issues in his past where when he did open up to somebody, he got his heart broken or got his trust broken. And I don't think he's healed from that. And I'm not even sure he's going to stick around. The fear, he may run. He may run. And if that's the case, let him run. Okay, you can't fix this, Mayra. You cannot fix this. And if you try, you'll get yourself hurt. Okay, you'll get yourself hurt if you try to fix this. You can't fix him. He's the only person that can fix this. Okay, that's what I've got here. I think trust issues are the problem. I think he wants to be emotionally vulnerable. The problem is he just can't. He just keeps hitting a wall, and that's an unhealed wound. Okay, that's an unhealed wound from the past person that probably, was dishonest with him, broke trust with him. Okay, kind of maybe he may have even been strung along here. He has a lot of admiration towards you. He also has a lot of self-esteem issues. And again, Two of Wands in reverse. He may, Hangman, Justice in the reverse. You know what I get? You're in a situation here. Let's talk about it a little bit deeper. There's more to this, Mayra. This person's not over their past person. I'm not saying they want them back, but you're in a situation where there's no way to win. Justice in the reverse. This person is unhealed from a past person. All right. They may even have a little bit of bitterness. Okay. And what I feel like is that this person is really still hung up on this past person. They may be bitter towards them. There's some kind of lingering energy, and that's the issue. That's the issue. They're just not healed. And I don't think they're ever going to be able to commit to you or anyone until they do some healing. Okay. That's what I got. That's what I got, Mayra. So I think you're going to continue to see that brick wall come up. All right. Hey, Rena. So if you would like for me to read the business question, follow the link. You see this thing going across the thing that tells you how to book a reading. Okay. Look at the top of the chat. Okay. You'll see a link, and that is how you book a reading. Okay. If you would like for me to answer the question about your business, okay, then I can do that. But you need to book a reading through my website. Okay. All right. So he's stuck. Well, I don't tell people what to do. I tell people what to expect and let them make their own decisions. Okay. I don't think it's going to change until he heals. And that's probably a 2 to 3 year period. Okay. Whatever you want to do. If you want to stay stuck, it's up to you. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your life. I'm going to tell you what the energies are like. And then it's up to you to make your life decisions. Okay. So yeah, that's what we do, Mayra. And I'm trying that because I'm not going to tell people whether to stay stuck or not. Okay. You may need some lessons there. Okay. To learn, but do I think it's going to go anywhere? No, the cards have spoken, right? If that makes sense. I don't think that this person is ever going to open up. The energies don't seem to be changing. Okay. Because I will tell you, Mayra, one thing I've learned about reading tarot is that when the cards start repeating themselves, this is saying this is how it is. It's kind of like, and I'll be honest with you, Mayra, my cards are pretty direct with me. If I told you exactly what I hear when I start getting, because I kept getting the same message for you, this is never going to change. This person's just going to keep hitting the brick wall. And when my cards start repeating themselves in my mind, I hear my cards say, bitch, I said what I said. This is the way it is, right? And that's just all the cards are ever going to say. Yeah. So, and I'm not trying to be snarky, but that's my cards to me. That's not my cards to you. That's my cards to me. But yeah, my cards are kind of like that. This is the way it is. It's not going to change. Right. So, but yeah, it's like, I think my cards are snarky like me. It's like, bitch, I said what I said. I'm like, okay, I'm going to quit pulling cards then. Right. My cards will be, how many times do I have to tell you this? Not to you, but to me, right? If that makes sense. Oh, well, you're welcome, Mayra. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you booking a reading. All of you guys, I appreciate you booking a reading with me. I think we're caught up. We may do a little chit-chatting and close down readings. I don't know if anybody else is going to book, but I think in a minute, we'll give it a couple of minutes and nobody else books. We'll just vibe a little bit if you guys want to chit-chat for a second. Hey, Crystal, what's up? I saw you pop in earlier. Jason, did Jason leave? Good night, Jason, if you did. I don't know. He probably left. He probably didn't hear me. But yeah. I don't think it's gonna go anywhere with that one. Right. But anywho, who's here? What's everybody doing? I got 16 people watching and nobody chatting with me. I guess we might call it a night. What do you guys want? I kind of want to go get something to eat. I'm hungry. I may go get me some chili. It's been raining here for 2 days. See, Michaela is like, damn bitch, how many ways? Are your cars snarky to you, Michaela, or is it just me? It's like, damn bitch, how many different ways do I gotta say this to you? Yes, Jace, if you go ahead and read, we can do one more question for you. You can still book. You absolutely can. The link, in case you don't know, is at the top of the chat. It's pinned at the top of the chat, and I'll leave it open for a couple of minutes for you. We're getting close to wrapping up, but I might do one or two more. Rather be famous than dead. Welcome by and seeing this. Oh wow, okay. Oh, pot roast. Oh my god, that sounds amazing, Lulu. I'm gonna come to your house and eat. I love pot roast. I like pot roast with mashed potatoes. Okay, sounds good. We'll hang out. I love pot roast with mashed potatoes and English peas. Yeah, yum, yum. He's gone to bed. Okay, Natalie, I got you. I got it. But yeah, it's like I think my spirit guides are snarky too. We snarky to each other, right? Yeah, exactly. My guides are snarky with me. It's like, bitch. It's like Michaela, you heard whenever I was reading for it was Julianne I was reading for about the take a break. It's like, bitch, if you don't sit down, I'm gonna sit you down. That's my guides. That's how they talk to me. It's like, what? It's like, bitch, if you don't sit down, I'm going to sit you down. I'm going to put you on a forced rest and you ain't going to like it because I'm not going to check your schedule. Right. But yeah, it's like, okay. But to be honest, Michaela, there's a reason that my guides talk to me like that because I'm hard headed and I'm blunt. So they're blunt with me. I mean, to be honest, your guides are kind of like an extension of you. I mean, let's just be real. But yeah. But yeah, it's like that's how I'm like, okay, then. Look, let me tell you, I'm gonna be honest with you. I got one guide. This is sometimes whenever I'm about to do something stupid, Michaela, and I know I'm doing something stupid, right? Or about to do something stupid. I won't hear any words. This is what I'll hear. And I'll get this eye roll feeling. Sometimes she'll say, I'll just get one word. It'll be, really? Really? And I'm like, oh, okay. Really? One word. Like, do we really have to go through this again? Do we really have to relearn this lesson? Do we really have to understand why this never did work for you and why it's not going to work for you this time either? Do we really have to reinforce this lesson in a way that you won't forget this time? Because we'll make it tougher on you next time, right? Right, Natalie? I know. It's like, yeah, they have to. It's like, man, but I will, that's growth. There's, it's like they drag you, but they do that for your own good. I mean, and I'm very grateful for that because and it takes that to get through to my snarky ass, right? You get serious. Oh, I like that. Seriously? It's kind of like seriously for you, and really for me, it's like kind of the same meaning. Like seriously, seriously. Are you serious right now? Right? Are you for real right now? It's funny. It's funny. I think we Geminis have to have somebody to talk to us like, come on now. Right? So or sometimes I'll get this. I'll be thinking about doing something and I'll start to prepare to do something stupid, right? And I'll get this. All right. All right. Go on. Go on, do it. Go on, do it. Fuck around and find out. I'll get that too. Right. All right. Go ahead. All right then. And it's kind of like, all right, you're gonna have to figure it out. You're gonna have to you have to go bang your head up against the wall a little bit more and let your headache get a little bit worse before you see that your weight is not working. Okay. I hate it when my ego gets drugged, but at the same time, it's good for me. It's kind of like bad medicine, good medicine, right? Oh gosh, Natalie, right? Patron deity comes through our show. Oh yeah. Okay. For me, it's a my main is I have a patron and a matron. And my matron is the one that's the snarky one. She's the one that's like, you did. Oh, I see you. I got you, Jace. I got you. All right. Oh, that's Jasmine. Okay, I got you. All right. But like, Michaela, we got to talk sometime. Are you're witchy like me? I like that. You work with spirits like I do. We got to talk. We got to talk, girlfriend. All right, Miss Jasmine says, I got you, Jasmine. Within the current energy, what's the likely outcome for future for me, Virgo, and my ex Leo, and who has come back into his life? If that question doesn't work, it can. I didn't read the terms since you're ending the life. Okay, fair enough. Then use this question. Is my ex Leo truly changed or genuine and trying to be better for another chance at life together? Okay. So these all kind of actually tie together. We may get the answer to all of this for you, Jasmine, depending on what cards come out. But either way, what we're going to do is read. He has come back into your life. Your ex Leo has come back into your life. Okay. This person. So let's get the likely outcome between you, the Virgo, and the Leo. Or let's just get the energies, what to expect going forward between you. Well, Jasmine, thank you for that. It's honored to get a reading. Well, I'm honored to read for you. So that goes both ways. We do, Michaela. We got to talk. But I want to know who your homies are. I'll tell you my homies if you tell me yours, Michaela. All right, Jasmine, let's get the future between you, the Virgo, and this Leo that has come back around. Let's get the energies going forward, what to expect, what the energies lend themselves to going forward between you and this Leo. Here we go. What are the energies going forward between the Virgo and the Leo? The Virgo and the Leo. What are the energies going forward? Here we go. The energies going forward. The energies going forward. Energies going forward. The energies going forward between the Virgo and the Leo. The energies going forward between the Virgo and the Leo. The Star card is here. The Ace of Pentacles is in the reverse. The Eight of Swords is in the reverse. The overarching energy looks like there is a thought that you guys could work through some things. There's trust issues between you with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. There may be some instability here. The Eight of Swords is in reverse. Hold on a minute. I'm going to get a little bit more on this. I do feel like there's some trust issues between you two. But I feel like that this Leo has got some good intentions to try to heal and level up. Eight of Pentacles, Magician, damn. Okay, I don't normally get this kind of stuff, Jasmine. This is pretty good. I think that your Leo is giving this a good college try, really trying to level up here. All right, really trying to overcome some obstacles, overcome some issues, really going all out, like in a good way. By the way, Magician energy is Virgo Gemini. So, and I know you're a Virgo, so FYI, I wanted to tell you that. But the Eight of Pentacles is somebody who's really trying hard, really paying attention, doing the work. Okay, it's somebody that's really takes what they're doing seriously. Okay, like I really want to do this right. And even the Magician is I'm going all out to make this work. Okay. I'm going all out to make this work. I see a future with this person. There is trust issues here. Okay. There is trust issues here. But I feel like that my major arcanas especially are lending themselves to a very good intentions. Oh, wow. Wow. So this is kind of resonating with what you're observing from this Leo as well. And I will say this, it can happen. It's rare, but it can happen, okay? It can happen. And I feel like if it were me and I were you, and I feel like this, you probably have emotion for your Leo. You probably do. Okay, fair enough, right? Um, if it were me and I were you, and I had love towards this Leo, I would have to at least give it a little time and see. I'm not saying I would jump all in. I would give a person time to show me, right? They say it takes 3 months, and I know you know this person to a degree, but I would give this some time to see. And you're not looking for perfection, right, Jasmine? You're just looking for marked improvement. And, the thing I like to think about in message when I get a message like this, and these types of messages to come out like this, Jasmine, are rare. Okay. But when I see something like this, remember, we're not perfect. However, you want to see marked improvement. You want to see a little better every day in yourself and the Leo, right? We're on a self improvement journey always as well. And we hope that our person is too, right? Oh wow, and that's fair. I think you've got a good mindset. You're protecting your heart. That's good. And it's interesting because what you talk about there, you talk about how much you love your Leo. That love, that vulnerability is we all have, by the way, divine feminine, divine masculine energy within us, right? And so you're trying to balance that. You've got this balance of I love this person, but I'm also protecting my heart. That's the divine masculine energy within you, and meshing those two and allowing those two to work together. And I think that's healthy. Rooting for him, but remaining cautious. I like that. And in the same token, Jasmine, continue to work on yourself too, right? And I'm not calling you out. We should all be working on ourselves on the daily, right? If that I want to see if wow, 3 to 6. There you go. There you go. They say it takes 3 months. I would say 6. That's just me. I would have to look at this. I would have to give this a chance. If I, especially like with you, you love this person. And with the cards I'm seeing and what you're telling me, I would have to look behind the curtain and give this some time and see what happened for sure. I think, I mean, 3 to 6 months is not like you're hanging on for years and years, right? And you've already got some investment. That makes things a little different too, right? The Virgo in you says 6. Right. And that's not funny you would say that. Got to tell you, you probably know this, Jasmine. Virgo is the sixth sign of the zodiac, sixth house energy. FYI, just interesting. Wow. We just hit some synchronicities there, Jasmine, whether you realize it or not. Cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Anyway, I would have to give it a shot. That's just me. But I would say it would be, something that you would want to look at. Valencia, you just booked with me and I'm going to go read for you. Valencia, what's up? Let's go, Valencia. Let's see what we got. I'm going to take this down. Oh, I did. Well, okay. Here you go. Valencia, how are you doing? Oh, there you are, Miss V. By the way, I think you sent me a donation earlier today. Did you not? Thank you for that. I don't know if you saw it, but I said I thanked you on my community page, Ms. V. Okay. You're welcome, Jasmine. Thank you for the donation earlier today too. FYI, Ms. V. Thank you for that. That was very sweet. I put it on my community page, but I don't know if you saw it. I usually, when people send me a little happy like that, or well, in this case, it was a very generous happy, but at any rate, when people send me a donation, I try to put something on my community page, just so you know. And then and when I see you guys in the chat, I'll try to make sure to say, hey, thank you, very sweet. But I wanted to make sure that you saw where I had said thank you for that. All right. So Miss V says, I'm an Aquarius. Can you help me identify the person on who keeps calling me with no caller ID and just breathing? All right. What do they want? I can't tell you the name of the person, Ms. V, but I can tell you what their objective is. I can see what they want. Can we do that? Let's tap into that person's energy and try to figure out what their motive is for calling you and breathing. That's creepy as fuck, right? That's creepy as hell. The mystery caller. Why is this mystery caller calling Ms. V? Are you kidding me? Is it the same number or is it a blocked number? And now I'm just being nosy. I don't need to know that for tarot, but I'm just being nosy and curious, Ms. V. So you can't see the number. I have a tip for you, but I'm going to read and see what their motive is. Who is this? Who is this? I had a weird call the other night, Ms. V. It was different than that, but I had a weird call at midnight. I was asleep. I was dead ass asleep, which is unusual for me to be in bed by then. I know I need to be, but I'm not always up. But let's see what this person's motive is, Miss V. Let's see what this person's motive is. Right, Michaela? Moon card. This is shady. This is shady energy right here. It's definitely somebody that don't want you to know who they are. Okay. Somebody not being honest. Okay. Shady. Strength. They're trying to fuck you up. Not in a okay. Strength in reverse. They're trying to mess with you. They're trying to be draining. And the Hierophant in the reverse. They don't have good intentions. They are not good intentioned. This is not a person that is well intentioned toward you. I can tell you that. Okay. I think this person is trying to cause you to feel vulnerable and helpless and powerless. This is a big mind fuck. And I don't have my card of mind fuck, but I might as well with the cards I'm looking at, Ms. V. It's like this person is trying to mess with you, trying to make you feel vulnerable. You know that card. Do you know what this card is? Michaela, I don't know if you know this, Miss V. Michaela, you read tarot. Tell Miss V what sign this card represents. It's in the reverse. I'm going to turn it in the upright. I don't know if you can see it, Michaela. Can you see it now? You got it in the reverse. This could be a low vibrational Taurus. You got Leo energy too, FYI. You got major arcana. This is Pisces. Me too, Ms. V. You may be right. Hold on a minute. We're going to dig into this a little bit. I'm going to get deep on this one. I'm going to try to find out what I can for you. I'm going to give you a 3D tip just from me to you, for friend to friend, but I'm going to pull cards on this thing first. 8 of Cups here. That's a walking away card. Justice in the reverse. This may be a person that's pissed off at you that feels like you did them dirty. You may have walked away from them. They may have walked away from you. They may feel like that they got done dirty. Justice in the reverse. Ace of Wands in reverse. 3 of Cups in the reverse. You know, that can speak to harsh words, arguments, somebody not on the same page with you. Could be a romantic interest in the past, possible third-party energy in the mix. Is this helping you at all, Ms. V? It's somebody that may feel like you turned your back on them, or they may have turned their back on you with that 8 of Cups here. It's a card of walking away. I don't know if this is giving you anything as far as they're not well intended. Oh my God. Oh, harsh words. There you go, right there. And cheating. Nasty ending. Okay, yeah. I I think we've identified probably who it is. What I'm going to tell you is this. Now, this is my 3D advice to you. This is just friend to friend. This ain't tarot. This is nothing magical or nothing, you know, ethereal, but I'm going to tell you what I did for a different reason. And okay, there is an app, and I don't know if you are familiar with it. It is called Haya. That's the name of it right there. And it's either $4.99 a month or $5.99 a month. The reason I put it in is because I was getting telemarketers. There was one day I was doing a live about a year ago, Miss V, and they were calling me every 15 minutes from different numbers, right? And I got so fed up, and there was no way I could block them. So for $4.99 a month, and the thing is, you can turn it on and off. Okay. If you have it in place, the way it works, the way that Haya works is if somebody is not in your contacts, then Haya, you don't even know they call. Haya answers the phone first and says, "Who the hell are you?" And they get a name or a name of a company. And then the phone rings and Haya says, "I have Jane Doe on the phone here. And if you don't want to talk to them, you can just say no." And then Haya will never let them back through again. You can turn it on and off. And if I know, for example, that I'm expecting a call from a company that's like an 800 number, like a return call from my insurance company, I'll go turn Haya off so that I'll get that call. And then I'll forget to turn it back on, which is why I got that crazy ass call at midnight the other night, right? But if they're not in your contacts, they don't get to come through until they tell you who the hell they are. And that'll fix that. And you can download it and sign up. And let me tell you what, it is the best $5. I love it gives me so much happiness and peace of mind. And I don't get all these telemarketer calls. And if I had it on the other day, see, I had left it off because I was expecting a call from a company, a legit company that was going to call me back, and I didn't know the exact number to set them up in my contacts. And I said, well, let me just turn it off. And then they called back, and then I forgot to turn Haya back on. Right. So I'm telling you, I love that shit. But I'm gonna tell you, I got that call I got the other night, and I won't go into detail, but it was pretty freaky. And I have to be careful, Miss V, because I get stalkers too. All right. And what I do, I get stalkers, believe it or not. And I get freaks. I get nuts. Y'all can tell you some stories, and I ain't nothing. Okay. I'm a small channel compared to other people. And listen, Tyler could write a fucking book on stalkers. Okay. But mine are crazy enough. In fact, Tyler stalkers occasionally will reach out to me trying to get me to reach out to him. And I'm like, go sit down. But yeah, do that, Miss V. That'll take care of that. I'm going to say this also, Miss V. I think it's somebody just trying to mess with you. But I will say this: be careful. Don't put yourself in situations. You know what I'm saying? And oh my gosh, you don't need to live that way, Miss V. You don't need to live that way. Does he know where you live? If he does, be careful. You know what I would do? Yes, it is an amazing service, Natalie. I love it. Highly recommend. Highly recommend it. Miss V, it may be time to get a restraining order if you can. And I know that's only paper, but it's something. It establishes a record. Okay. Other 3D thoughts. But at a minimum, I would go get Haya like immediately. That's harassment. Okay. That is freaking harassment. But yeah, I don't know if I would get a restraining order because it's like don't poke the bear kind of thing. But I definitely, at a minimum, I would get, I don't know. I'm not going to tell you to get one or not get one with a restraining order, but I will definitely say I would highly recommend that Haya. You will be so glad you got that. I love it. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. And it's like once you block them and you know, kind of push the buttons to hide to let them know, no, I don't ever want to hear from them again, they'll never let them back through. Right. But yeah, that'll fix that block number bullshit all day long. It's also good when people do burner numbers and do fake numbers to call you. Yeah. I'll tell you, and it's easy peasy. You'll sign up like that, and then they do like a test call when you're signing up. You know you put all your information, and you do like they'll do like a test call, and boom, and it's set, and you're good. Boom. That's the best insurance. I love that stuff. But yeah, I was getting calls from like the people that say they're helping the like the policemen's association, and they don't really help the police. It's just like a big fundraising organization, and all they do is just do it to make money kind of thing. And I was getting calls from them. I was getting calls from everybody and his brother, and I'm like, bye, bye. And of course, scammers. My favorites are the ones that call and tells you your social security number is being arrested or canceled. They're not doing that. They don't do that. Like, bye. Yeah, known you're divinely protected, right? Mbua, you could do a reading. I've still got some readings available, and I'll do one. I'll leave it open for you. I'm caught up, but I'll definitely do one for you if you want to go ahead and book. Sure. That'll be fine. I still got some umph left. I still could do one or two more. Can I go get some chocolate while Mbua is booking? I only had one candy bar in here, and it was like one of those little fun one can. It's not a full size, like a little candy bar. I'm going to get a Kit Kat while you book Mbua. Give me a minute. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be back. Going to get some chocolate. I got the whole thing now. I brought the whole package up in here. Woohoo! Don't feed any energy. Yeah, exactly. That's true too, Michaela. I don't know, Michaela. I'm like on the fence about the restraining order. I can't, and that's like a real. Could be a safety issue. Definitely be careful, Miss V. I'm gonna tell you. I remember when my ex was stalking me, and then claiming that I was stalking him, but he was stalking the hell out of me. And I got really so tired of feeling afraid because I went into hiding. I wouldn't, I had everything private. Nothing was in my name. I had my utilities and everything in my dad. I mean, I was paying them, but I had it all in my dad's name because I didn't want the idiot to be able to find me. And I finally got mad, and I said, I am not living in fear. I said, and something came over me, and I can't explain it. Something came over me, and I said, you know what? A motherfucker may take me down in flames, but they'll never be able to say I was afraid of them. I will not live in fear. I will not. And I stopped. I wouldn't tell where I was. I wouldn't like on my this is like before my channel. I wouldn't put like my location of where I was. Like if I was out having dinner, I wouldn't like do a check-in on Facebook like you do, none of that stuff, right? So yeah. Yeah, the link to book a reading is at the top of this chat, Muala. Mbua, if you want to do it. Oh, was that me being a tease, Michaela? I got hung up. I get on Kit Kats I'll get on a certain candy bar, and like I'll be stuck on that for a while, and then I'll move to another one. But I just get the fun size ones, right? I'll get stuck on Butterfingers sometimes. I'll get stuck on Reese's. Yeah, you just shouldn't have to live that way. Right, Michaela? And I'll tell you one thing, it was very freeing. I want to say that because he was stalking my Facebook too. And I want to say the day that I had that aha moment where I said, I'm never doing this again, I'm not living in fear. and I published where I lived on my Facebook. And I said, I'm not afraid of you. You come on. I said, you bring it, but you better be ready for me when you come, because I'm ready for you. And you know what? When I called his bluff, he didn't have the balls to come forward. No, they really don't. And they don't like no domestics, Natalie. They don't take them seriously, and they also don't like them. The reason they don't like them is because they are dangerous. Domestics are very, very dangerous because you've got such high running emotions, right? And they, unfortunately, they don't take them seriously because a lot of times when you've got those domestic, violent situations, the woman is not really energetically, vibrationally aligned to leave that. They feel like she's not going to leave it, and they're wasting their time. And I can see their point, because, like, what can they do if she doesn't want to leave it, right? But yeah, but I also did some other shit, Michaela. I did some dirty deeds done dirt cheap, if you know what I mean. And I think I scared the shit out of him when he almost cut his hand off with a skill saw. He doesn't fuck with me that way anymore. That was back in them days, Before I was a healer, I was a thug. I didn't do nothing. I was in my bedroom. Anyway, we all have that learning experience, I think. That's right, Michaela. I think we all go through that, right? Now I'm like, I don't care. Go do you. Michaela, were you in here earlier when I was reading for Capricorn for the all signs? And I was talking about somebody threatening to curse me the other day. I don't know if you heard what I said. I live off fear. Police don't like cause of low conviction. Ah, gotcha. I have a friend who is an officer. He can tell stories. He's got some stories. He's been doing it a long time. So he has a lot of stories, right? But I don't know if you were here earlier when I was doing the Capricorn reading. And Capricorn got something that somebody was trying to sabotage them. And then I kind of told my own little story time about getting a threat from somebody that they were going to curse me. And I was like, consider yourself having received a written, engraved invitation to do so. Bring it, sister. Bring it. I just laugh. People occasionally will try to send stuff my way. Right. Hey, Emilanda, I got you. I got your message. Did my undergrad in psychology and now master's in criminal. Oh my gosh, Natalie. Ooh, that's awesome. I got you, Mbua. Natalie, I'm fascinated. My thing is this, Natalie. Natalie, where is the Scorpio placement in your chart, honey? You got to have Scorpio, or it's 8th house stellium, something going on in your 8th house. Where's the Scorpio? I want to know, Natalie. Let's read for Mbua. Let's read for Mbua. Thank you for booking a reading, Mbua. Is my ex engaged to his best friend? Let's find out. Take care, Michaela. Thank you so much. All right, Mbua, let's see if they are in a connection and if it's gotten serious. Mbua, let's take a look. The ex. Hey, Mystic, how are you? Here we go. What's going on with this ex? Is this ex in a connection with this best friend. Serious connection, talking marriage. Serious connection. Give me the energies, please. Give me the energies, please. Let's get the energies around this ex's involvement with the best friend. The energies with the ex and the best friend, please. The energies with the Mbua's ex and the best friend, please. Queen of Cups in the reverse. Nine of Wands in the reverse. Eight of Pentacles. They may be involved, but it's not serious. It's not serious, and I don't know that it's going to be. I don't think it's to the level that you think. I don't think they're even in love with each other, and I don't think there's really a lot of energy being pushed towards each other. Eight of Pentacles in the upright. Death card. Sun in reverse. Nah. King of Swords. Nah. There's no engagement here. Mbua, there's no engagement. I'm not even 100% sure that they're in a connection. They may be flirty a little bit, but I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. And I don't feel like there's any emotion here towards each other. Right? I don't feel like it, Mbua. No. I don't see it. I don't see it. I love that name, Mystic. Yeah, I don't think so, Mbua. I don't pick it up at all. I'm not picking up anything between them. That Eight of Pentacles could even just represent friendship. Let's see. Let's get a little bit more on it, Mbua. Five of Wands. They fuss sometimes. Moon card. I don't even think they get along that well, to be honest with you. To be honest, them and their best friend. Yeah, at most it's a friendship. At most it's a friendship. Six of Pentacles here. That's it. Right? That's all I got. That's all I got. Ingrid, thank you for booking a reading, love. How you doing? Ingrid, let's go see what's going on here with Ingrid. Let's see here. Let's see what's going on, Ingrid. Hang on just a second. Ingrid says, my first dating event. Oh, okay. I will host is this Thursday. I listen to you. It's going to happen. I want to know if Julio, that man I met back October 28th, that one time, is he a man that I can trust with my heart to? And is he loyal and honest? I don't know if I'm just making things about him. I feel a spiritual connection with him. Should I just move on? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's get Julio's energies towards Ingrid, please. Here we go. Oh, gosh. Sorry to hear that, Mystic. All right, here we go. Julio towards Ingrid, please. Julio towards Ingrid. Julio towards Ingrid. Julio towards Ingrid, please. Julio towards Ingrid. Julio towards Ingrid. Julio towards Ingrid, please. Give me the energies of Julio towards Ingrid. Julio towards Ingrid, please. Julio towards Ingrid. All right, here we go. Ooh, wait a minute. No, I do need to shuffle again. Here we go. Julio towards Ingrid. Julio towards Ingrid. You know, there's a part of him that wants a connection and a part of him that doesn't. I don't think he really knows at this point what he wants to do. Page of Wands is in reverse. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. A part of him wants to commit, but a part of him is like, should I move on from this? Why? Why is that? maybe a little bit indecisive, Ingrid, about what he wants. Page of Pentacles in the reverse, 4 of Swords, 2 of Cups in reverse. I think the whole thing overwhelms him. I think he may have some issues that make him feel a little bit jaded about love, like love is a lot of work and I'm not sure I want to put into it. I don't think he's really opened up to you about the fact that he has issues that make him feel like love is too much work. Love is too much work. Love is too hard. It's just not worth the trouble. 4 of Swords here. 2 of Cups in reverse. I'm just going to move on from this. I don't know that Julio is going to stick around. I don't think he's a bad person, but I think he's very jaded about love. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. He's got a lot of unhealed wounds. That's why the Devil card is here. Right now, I think to really think this could go anywhere, you might be barking up the wrong tree with this Knight of Pentacles in the reverse and the Devil card, okay? That's unhealed wounds, okay? 10 of Swords, there you go. He's hurting. He's got a lot of unhealed wounds. All right. And I think he's just not in a place where he wants to even be in a connection. I don't think this is towards you, Ingrid. I don't think this is towards you. All right, Sonia. How you doing, Sonia? I saw you booked. Betsy Stanko. She's amazing. American and working for 30 years in academics and domestic. I would love to read that. Oh my gosh. And now with London Metropolitan Police making huge changes. That's awesome. That's awesome, Natalie. I probably would. I'm going to write that down. Betsy Stanko. We need her to help us over here. That's awesome. I bet she's so knowledgeable. Wow. All right, Miss Sonia, let's see what's up for you. Let's see what's going on with Miss Sonia. Sonia says, I'm a Gemini rising and a Sagittarius cap sun sign. Okay. I remember that. Warm hug to you too. And lots of love right back to you. You've helped me big every night. That's so sweet of you, Sonia. You help understand ourselves, and that's more than just being a reader. Thank you for that. So what will happen between next with both rentals? Will I experience a windfall or bring myself to sell my house? What are Christians' feelings? All right, so I'm going to read about the rentals, Sonia, because if I get Christians' feelings, that'll be like a whole separate question. So I'm going to look at the rentals. What will happen next with both rentals? I'm assuming you've got rental places. So we're going to look at that and the energies around those rentals. Let's see what we can find out. Let's see what we can find out. What's going on with these rentals, please, for Sonia? What's going on with these rentals? What's going on with these rentals for Sonia? What's going on with these rentals for Sonia? What's going on with these rentals for Sonia? What does Sonia need to know about these rentals? What does Sonia need to know about these rentals, please? What does Sonia need to know about these rentals, please? What does Sonia need to know about these rentals? Let's take a look. What does Sonia need to know about these rentals? Let's take a look. So we have the 7 of Wands in reverse. We have the Queen of Swords in reverse, King of Cups. This is kind of hard to say. It looks like there may be some challenges associated with these rentals, but with a good outcome. I'm going to get some specifics on this. All right, what I get is this. Sonia, in general, in money manifestation, because I think this is going to apply to your second question too, about whether or not you'll have a windfall and money in general. I feel like you can definitely have money coming towards you with the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. That's kind of an uptick in money. I feel like one of your issues is trying to be too. All right. When we manifest, one of the things that is very important is to relax and don't worry and trust that everything is going to happen perfectly and at the right time that it is supposed to. And I think right now you may be actually pushing away some financial success with regard to these rentals and maybe this windfall in general because you're trying to be too focused on it, too controlled of it, too much too I think you're focused on it heavily. I think you want it so bad that you're actually repelling it, and you also may have ideas about, okay, if it comes, it's got to come this way. And it may not happen exactly like you expect it to. I feel like it's going to happen, but I feel like your issue is you've got to release control and give up control and allow the divine to work for you. I feel like you're in the divine's way. I feel like you need to relax and allow this thing to unfold and work on manifesting instead of forcing and controlling. Okay. And that's what I feel like your issue is. Give up control. Seven of Wands in reverse. You're pushing something away and work on manifesting. Allow. Non-attachment to exactly how this is going to happen and just know that it will. All right. That's what I'm getting here. I do feel like if you will do that, you will have a windfall and you will have some success around those rentals. But the issue is that I think you're really working at this more of from a standpoint of chasing energetically instead of attracting and drawing it to you. Okay. And because you're energetically so heavily focused on it and chasing it and trying to make it happen yourself. Okay. And it's not, we do sometimes need to take action, but taking the action and then taking a step back and going, it's going to be fine. It may not work out that way, but my financial situation is going to be way better than what I thought it could be when the divine gets a hold of it. Right. I almost wonder if maybe if even if you have to sell your house, you might find a place that you like better later. So if you take your hands off of the situation and say, I got to stay in my house in order to be happy, allow the divine to show you how you're going to be happy because you may keep your house. I'm not saying you won't, but let go of the idea that you got to be in this house to be happy or you got to be here to be happy and allow the divine to let things unfold. You may need to sell that house and you may end up in a better house because I do feel like there's a windfall here, but it may not be in time to keep this house. It may be to get a better house or a better living situation or something that works out better. This happened to me recently with a car over the course of a few months with a car purchase. Okay. And I could go into detail with it. I started pursuing a car purchase. It didn't work out. The timing was wrong. And then several months later, I saw that if I had bought that car at that time, it would have been a major fuck up for me. And it worked out better because I actually got the car that I actually wanted instead of the car that I had settled for earlier. Right. So, right. So let go of the need to control exactly what the outcome will be and know that you are going to be in the happiest place that you're supposed to be. All right. I feel like that's some of the blockages here with the rentals and with the home situation and the windfall situation. All right. That's what I've got here. So I hope that helped. I hope that helped. Good night, Natalie. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. But that's what we got here so far. That's what we've got. That's what we got, Miss Ingrid. I hope that helps you. I hope that helps you. Here we go. But I think we may call it a night. I think we may call it a night on readings. Let's see here. Wow. We did quite a few tonight. Thanks to everybody, by the way, who booked a reading. Thank you from my heart. Greatly appreciate that. Let's see here. I just read for you, Sonia. I just finished reading for you. You had asked 3 different questions. I actually answered 2 for the price of 1. You paid for 1 and asked 3. I answered 2. How about that, Sonia? We read about the rentals and the sale of the house, okay, and the windfall. Well, thank you, Mystic. I appreciate you being here. It's just good to have you here, period, right? But yeah, I just finished reading for you, Sonia. I read 2 of your 3 questions, okay, FYI. So let's see here. There we go. Love you too. Oh, I gotcha. You may want to rewind maybe 3 to 5 minutes backwards. Okay. May want to rewind. But I think I'm going to call it a night and we will. Let's see here. Let me go over. Hang on one second. And let me go to my community page here. And then, hey, everybody. Me and my, oh, wrong live. Here we go. Why can't I find? Oh, thank you, Sonia. That's so sweet of you. Thank you for that. I guess I already deleted it. Okay, well, that's fine. That's weird. But here we go. All right, so let me go ahead and take this down as well. Let's see here. For mini reads. Here we go. Because we are calling it a night. There we go. There we go. All right. There we go. What, Lulu? What? What? There we go. Let's unpin that. Well, I love you too, Lulu. Thank you for that. That's so kind of you. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. And thanks to everybody who was here vibing with me, those of you who booked a reading or vice versa. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Welcome, Daylene, by the way. I don't know if she's here, but she joined membership today. So super excited about that. And so she'll be hopefully at our live streams, Lulu. I don't know if you saw this. We've got a live stream. Oh, it did. Oh, wow, Lulu. Well, thank you for that. Thank you for that. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you, Lulu, and any other members that are listening. Tuesday night, we have our live stream for members at 6:30 Central Time, Lulu, and any of the other members that are here. And we're going to talk about ghosting and why we really got ghosted, right? I've been ghosted. I've ghosted people too. I'm not proud of that, but I have done that. But at any rate, maybe I talk about the ethics of ghosting too, but I'm going to talk about it more from an energetic standpoint of why we get ghosted, what causes us to get ghosted, why we attract that energy to us, and what to expect and how to fix that, right? To keep that from happening to us in the future, or to, to be drawn to people who might have that tendency, if that makes sense, right? So I'm excited to bring that and talk about that. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, hello, Karina Grace. How are you? Thank you, and much love back to you. The land down under. I think that must be a beautiful place. I think that must be a beautiful place, the land down under. I've always found I love looking at a lot of the scenery and the pictures. I've heard Australians, and I've met some Australians here in the States, and And I find Australians to be so nice and gracious, and but I would love to see like the outback. I would love to go to the Great Barrier Reef. I would love to see that beach that has the dolphins that come up. I would love. There's a lot of things that I have seen. Um, you know, various places. Monkey Mia. Okay, I gotcha. I've heard that it's just an amazing place for people who love nature and wildlife specifically. I've heard though, Karina, that like it's not uncommon for like snakes to come up like on your patio and stuff. But I mean, hell, that happens here too. But I just don't know if they're like as big as the ones in Australia, right? I don't know the time, Sonia. I didn't timestamp it for you, but if you rewind about 8 or 10 minutes back, you'll find it. You'll find where I read it. But yeah, I've heard Australia is just amazing. The big ones. Wow. See, that's scary. That's scary. But I would love to go. Oh, you think? Okay, good. I would love to go. I would just be afraid of the snakes and the spiders and stuff. The creepy. I mean, I like snakes, but like I don't like for them to get in my house loose. You know, I don't want to be waking up having, snuggled up having a cuddle buddy that's slithery, right? I was like, okay, that's a little bit too much, right? Holding wishes. Thank you for that, Karina Grace. Thank you for that. But I would love to go over there. I've heard it's amazing. I heard the food is good. That you guys have some good food too. I would love to find out about all that. But I've heard the people in Australia are just fun and amazing, and that I've heard that Australians really love Americans, and so I've heard that it's fun to visit for a lot of reasons. I'm just scared of snakes. I don't mind them, and being a person who I've spent a lot of time outdoors in my life. I'm very outdoorsy, and many of my a lot of years spent around horses and riding out on. I do trail rides. I love to trail ride out in the woods, and sometimes you see snakes out on trail rides. Most times, though, those are manageable situations, right? Oh wow, Karina, I've heard that. Some places that you go to that are more open to visitors and tourists than others. I'll tell you what, my daughter and I, Karina, last year visited New York City. I'm from the southern part of the states in Alabama, so I'm very, very southern, very backwoods, right? But we visited New York City last year, and it's the second time I'd been. It was the first time she had been, and Georgia or Indiana, Alabama green. I'm from Alabama, but I'll be honest with you. I loved New York and I loved the people there. I thought the locals there were so fun and so nice and friendly and very gracious. I loved it. I won't call myself a city girl, but I tell you one thing: when we left, we didn't want to leave. We loved it there. But I like the outdoors too. I love nature and the outdoors, the country, the woods. I love all of that. But I was raised, my dad was very outdoorsy as well and taught me a lot about the outdoors. And yeah, right. I don't know though. I don't know if I would want to go at Christmas. I think it would be beautiful, but I don't like super cold weather. And it gets very bitterly cold some years, right? The first time I went to New York, I went at Thanksgiving, and I went to the Macy's parade, and it was the first time in forever. It snowed there, and I busted my butt on ice, right? And it was so cold. I was cold. You were raised on cattle. Oh wow! So have you ever worked cattle from horseback? I have. That's so much fun. I had fun doing that. I love that. like really moving cattle for real, not just for, competitive stuff, but like really doing it, right? But yeah. So I loved doing that. That was fun, moving the cattle. That was a lot of fun. Oh, yeah, I love that. I love that. What? My dog is talking to me right now. She's under my desk. What do you want? What do you want? Hey, beautiful. Hello. She's so crazy. Brahmins and quarter. Yeah, I love quarter horses. That's my favorite. I like paints. I'm not a gated horse person. I'm not. I mean, they're beautiful. I think they're amazing. It's just not my cup of coffee. I just think it's hard to beat the mind of a quarter horse. They just have such a good mind. They're so teachable. They're so versatile. You can do so many different things with quarter horses. They're just incredibly smart. They like people, generally, right? And they're so level-headed. I know they can be crazy sometimes, but for the most part, I find quarter horses to just be so um level-headed, right? They're very teachable too. And for the most part, they like learning. There's so many different, they can do anything. They can just do yeah, beautiful natures, right? I love palominos. I absolutely love buckskins. Oh my gosh, they're so beautiful. I love palomino just to look. I like them all. I love palominos and buckskins. Um, I like the black horses too. Those are gorgeous, right? Really pretty. Really, really pretty. Now, my heart horse was a Cremello with sky blue eyes. Oh my gosh. I think she may have had a smidge of Arabian in her bloodline because she was a little bit more petite than, she wasn't quite as stocky. She did have the round buns like a quarter horse, but not as defined as you see in the quarter horse conformation. But she was amazing. She was a sweetheart. Yeah, she had blue eyes. Or she may have had some paint in her bloodlines to have that, those blue eyes. She may have been some paint in there. I don't know, but she was Cremello and she had the sky blue eyes. She had really good brains, though. She had really good brains. Too smart almost. Right. Feisty but fun. Right. Feisty but not unruly. You know what I mean? Very, very but just a lot of fun. She's not a deadhead. She was a lot of fun. I like a horse. I have a lot of respect for the deadhead horses that are good kids horses because those are so rare, as you probably know. But for me, for like a personal horse, I like one that is well behaved and has manners, but not a deadhead. Right. She thought she was pretty, Karina. She thought she was pretty. She was my first horse. She was my heart horse. She passed away from an aneurysm, very sudden, like to kill me. It was tough. It was tough. But I've known some really amazing horses through the years. And then after she passed away, I became pregnant with my daughter. And my daughter's horse was one of those horses that was just the most sane, reliable, mentally sound horse. Oh, just the best for a kid to learn on. Just a great horse. He was amazing. He was a sweet gelding, just a great mentality. The most recent horse that I had, I leased for a couple of years. And this will tell you a lot, Karina. He was a retired barrel horse. I won't say he didn't get retired because of his health. The reason he was retired is because, oh, wow. Thank you, Sonia. The reason he was retired, the girl that was barrel, he was very, very competitive. He was a very, very accomplished barrel horse. So he's very feisty, fiery, okay? And she won a lot with him and she lost interest. She just lost interest and, so I leased him. And he became a trail horse for me. And for a really, really, really competitive barrel horse to be able to shift into the role of a trail horse now I would never have put a beginner on him ever, ever, ever. But he for him to have the mind to be able to shift from those years of competing and being just go, 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 go. Because, some barrel horses are just nuts. And I don't mean that in a bad way. But for him to be able to make that shift mentality, that mentality to be able to make that shift, he was amazing. He was amazing. He was like a red dawn with tall white socks, really pretty. And I loved him. He was a sweetheart. I enjoyed my time with JJ. He was great. He was, it was funny because he could always pick up on my moods. He knew whenever I was having a rough day, he would just be so loving and gentle. But on my normal days, he'd be like, let's go, let's go. It's time to go. Mom's here. Yay. Right. But anyway, yeah, I love the horse thing. I just, with my life being as busy it is, I just do not have the time. They are very individual, just like humans. Yeah, very smart, very amazing. Barrel racing is tough on a horse in so many ways. A lot of the competitive sports are hard on horses. But they're very individual. They all have their own personalities. Misty and I, my heart horse, we used to have games that we would play. It was fun. We had these little games, like inside jokes between us, right? She was fun. I miss her so much. She was amazing. She taught me so much. Corinna, as a horse person, you'll like this. Somewhere in my thousands of memes, I have a meme about horses, and it's just a horse head there. But the caption says, the horse can always teach us more than we can teach them. And if that's not true, I don't know what is. They are very, very patient teachers as much as they are learners, right? So, yeah, I very much. I never referred to my horses as pets. They're more like a partnership. That was how I looked at that. I love, because there's such a mutual trust bond there that's just so uniquely different from pets, right? Oh, yeah. I love Mustangs. They're beautiful. And yeah, the Mustangs that we have here that are native to, or kind of, I guess they're native to this area. I don't know. I don't know much about the history. They're under a lot of pressure, the wild Mustangs. I'm sure you're aware. It's pretty sad. It's pretty sad. Break your heart. But I don't know if you've noticed this, but the wild horses that are in the wild, the Mustangs versus domesticated horses, there's a different look in the eye of a wild horse. Yeah, very sad. The eyes are different. It's different. It's there's a magic in the eye of a wild horse that's not in the eyes of a domesticated horse. And I think it's freedom lost, sadly. But I also love domesticated horses, and I love the fact that we can have that partnership with them. Right. I love that. Because it is a partnership, it very much is. But I love, love, love them. I think though, I'm gonna get off of here because I think we kind of wrapped up a little bit, Corinna and everybody. Sonia, thank you. I've enjoyed chatting with everybody tonight. I love, love, love you guys so much. Thank you for helping me to do what I do and to live. And I feel like I live authentically because I do what I love for a living, and this gets to be my income, and I love it so, so much. So thank you guys so much for supporting me. I appreciate that, and supporting my dream. And I hope maybe I help you guys some too. I love you guys to the moon and back. And I will see you guys. I don't know what my plans are as far as lives are tomorrow. Possibly we'll take off tomorrow. Possibly. I don't know. We'll see. I love you guys. Bye, y'all.